and good evening everybody. Welcome. Saturday night gaming, is it? And it looks like my camera is a little bit off to the left side. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. I do have to say tonight we're gonna have an awesome game. We do have TaskForceFish with Under the Gun in a 2 versus 2 matchup against ChucK and SoftStyle. Can you imagine? Oh my god, the amount of hours of skill over here, of flex in this game is starting to break through the roof. We're gonna need to see how they're actually gonna get in. It looks like Nasus, which is actually the name of SoftStyle in this game, is gonna be on the first slot. They are gonna get Under the Gun with TaskForceFish 2 and the third, and of course ChucK on the fourth one. McQueenzel, good evening sir, and welcome. Alex 2005, also good evening sir, and welcome. They did not play the second game over there in the upper bracket match, or at least I didn't see it being scheduled or reported. I'm gonna keep an eye out and gonna try as much as possible to adapt my schedule so we can see that game also. Bonsoir Monsieur Rafifi, hello there sir. Launches, lure, bait, yeah, exactly right. They did get the fish. Bonsoir Monsieur. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter, by the way, for the 5 gifted sub to the community over here. We do have Sean's, we got Snuffs New Gaming, okay. We do have the main Jack. Oh, welcome back sir. McQueenzer and Omri just subscribed. Hello. Nemesis also good evening sir, and welcome. Thank you also so much for the tier 1 sub, much appreciated sir. Noctuma Mortis, good evening ma'am, and I do hope you're gonna have a good time with us tonight. Bonsoir et bienvenue. I do also wanna see, I gotta say also my French is not that good. Linking sentences in French is actually a bit of a problem still for me, but I am still gonna try to get that vocabulary working on, and as much as possible try to speak a little bit in French, just a little bit, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, it is what it is. Also, Mozdran, thanks so much for saying the first the first hello over there in the chat. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I do notice also you did pick up that first promotion, and Cleo's in right after with a good Abend, mein Herr. Hello there, sir. How are you doing? We do have, as you can see in the chat here, in the in-game chat, the players are starting to go through the map bands. We do have on one side, looks like ChucK is going to take out Highlands in French, Plateau, and then we do have Plateau actually, and then we do have Fish asking if it's a 2-1-1-2 order, and they're gonna take out Inland Sea, and then Highlands. It's also, wait, what? Oh, I see. He didn't actually ban Highlands first. Well, he wanted to. He just banned it. But yeah, it wasn't in the order I thought it was. So Under the Gun is going to go for Inland Sea. And then we do have 2 bans of Highlands and Pangea Standard. And it looks like they're actually going to have 1 more ban. And it will be nothing. I mean, they're still talking about the rules. They didn't actually get the last ban over there. Oh, thank you so much for the 100 biddies.
This all big guns game.
Oh yeah, big guns indeed. We got them over here. Let's see how this is gonna develop. They caught the fish. If you need help, I'm here. Oh yeah. With you mean with French? Yeah, for sure. I will need all the help that I can get. Let me actually see what happened on YouTube. Hello there, YouTube. How are you doing? Good evening, Simon. Good evening, sir. Looks like a very strong setup. I mean, very good players. Yes, they are very good players here. And one of the reasons that I definitely want to keep on watching this 2 versus 2 tournament, because, oh my God, we do see a few new strategies. We do see them trying to get every little bit of advantage they can get from land, from Civ, from tiles, from etc. etc. And as you can see over here, we're getting into the last stages of the tournament. I can actually share on the bracket. I did put the link in the chat earlier, but if you take a look over here, give me a second so I can open up the screen, and we do have them in the final phases. So this is the loser bracket, this is the lower bracket, right? And SoftStyle and ChucK will need to figure out who's gonna be the winner between them and Under the Gun and TaskForceFish. The winner of that will actually play against the loser of the winner bracket, the other game series that we're actually covering right now with Ilark, with Pompilide, and now we can Mikado. Now whenever they're gonna figure out who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, the loser is gonna go against the winner of this game, of this series over here, and then the winner of this game will wait for the winner of the other game to get into the finals. So we do have like 3 more series to go until, well, I should say the finalizing of the 3 more series, and we're gonna see how this is gonna be played out. I do know this. We do have have them starting the civilization bans. That means they did choose to go for continents and islands. Okay, wait, just check all good, we're but good, but it is said that you could choose from what it left. Terra, your team won next time anyway. Yes, all good, just what it was banning until one remains. You choose continent and islands. Okay, they are choosing continents and islands as a map. And what was the fourth map? Was that Terra map actually the fourth map from Under the Gun? That's why we do have it displayed over there. I'm assuming so. Also, Crispy, hello there, sir. Overdose, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. Will we see the cat tonight? Yeah, it's actually running around. I think you can see it in the background, right? It's not really getting along with the other cat, with the big cat. Like, they're both females and they're yeah, it's actually quite a bit of a problem over there in the other part of the house, and I did take it here. I'm gonna keep it for I don't know, a few days, a few weeks, so we can get this going. CivFR Saduku, what French is this or something? Yeah, it's not a French or something. Also, which Norway ban? Let's actually take a look. That's a very good question. It looks like they're not specifying which Norway ban. ChucK did take out Aztec. They did take out Norway, Trajan, Basil, Gorgo, Theodora, and Spain. And now, if I remember correctly, they do have 10 bans to go, so 5 for each team. Indonesia is also going to be taken out since it is continents and islands as a map. I'm pretty sure the players will have the opportunity to use their naval powers against somebody, but we've seen it multiple times how players actually did try to get the land civilizations on this map and get an advantage with the territory, with the simming they're gonna have, or even warning the possibilities of taking out your opponent while he's busy building boats. You just come with a few swordsmen, a beefed up swordsman, a juiced up sword, Chad-like swordsman, and then you just take out the cities, you know. Fine, I'm on it, no worries. Oh, okay, hello there, sir. I meant, is it French? Is it? Isn't it? No, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but didn't actually nail the exact thing, the exact phrasing that you want to say. I was close. I'm so, you gotta give me points for that. You know, it's still an L, but it, you know, I was very close. Let me actually take a look. Continents, and islands. Okay, CivFR, bro. Wait, whoa. And which Japan? That's also a very good question. I'm pretty sure they're not talking about Tokugawa. I think we can actually scratch that. I'm pretty sure everybody wants Hojo. Tokugawa, maybe where it's gonna work in something like a 1v1, but in 2 versus 2s or any kind of team-based. I mean, who wants to actually trade with their allies with Tokugawa? You know, like, are you kidding me? No, just no. Let him be in his corner over there. It's all good. Also, to follow up on what I was saying, the cat actually, not only that he's staying here, but there is a fly in the room and it's moving around, doing what flies do, flying. And looks like my cat actually took a very big interest in the fly. So if you actually see jumping cats over here, or you see me actually dropping from my chair, or panels and etc. are gonna go down, you know what it is. The Destroyer. We got the cat over here. Remember what it is. X2000, probably the OP Norway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Konge. Maybe it's the time for the potato to shine. I can't imagine how will be the map in a 2 versus 2. Well, let's see. Under the Gun is gonna go for Maya here as ban, as the last ban. Actually, they did finish all of the 10 bans they needed to go for, and SoftStyle is gonna follow up with a pick on Scythia. Now, Scythia is a very actually flexible civilization in the sense that it can do the war on land and water, no problems for Scythia over here. And we're gonna need to see if SoftStyle is gonna have its opportunity to actually take out his opponents with just some Saka horse archers and a whole few horses scattered around over there. Of course, with the extra movement that you get on the Sakas, and you do get quite a bit of faith from the beginning from those Kurgans, which were buffed, I gotta say. I would imagine if he actually gets a bow next to him in the, you know, in the form of his opponent over there, oh, he's gonna chew that good. He's gonna get him. Also, Phoenicia or England, you think they're actually gonna go? Is it high level playing? Yes, sir. This is high level playing. As in, I'm not. I mean, sure, we're getting into those like. Wait, let me put it this way. there were a lot of players that got into the tournament. I don't know exactly how many, but I think it was like 80 or 100. And now we're coming up with only 6 players in the whole tournament. Out of all of those 100 players, 80 to 100 players, we got 6 players remaining fighting each other for supremacy over here through the next phases of this tournament. Toxic Brain, hello there, sir, and welcome. Coupe is still available. I think actually still available. I'm actually not sure what kind of bands we do have here, but I do see them picking up Victoria Age of Empire on Under the Gun, and TaskForceFish is gonna follow up with another big gun on the seas here. We do have Dido being picked up by the fish. Which country are you from? I am from Romania, sir. Hello. Hello. Bună seara, domnule. One more coffee. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Hope you have fun casting this one. Woohoo! I'm already having fun. I mean, I just had the thoughts that of what kind of strategies we're gonna get to see, what kind of mischief we're also gonna get to see, maybe with some scouts over there. Definitely want to see what's going on. Let's actually take a look here. We do have ChucK needing to pick up his last civilization. Oh my god, guys, my cat actually found out how to change colors and lighting. Oh my god. Athena. Give me a second. I need to actually. There we go. She found the light. What can I say? She found the light. Tomid on continents and islands 2 versus 2 playing in spawn next to enemy, I guess. Well, actually, we're gonna need to see that happening. We do have one more civilization to be picked, and I do want to switch my screens over here so I can more easily take a look at what's going on. I could exactly cat sabotage. I should actually put up the prediction for how many remaps, since we are gonna have those 2 on over there, those 2 possible remaps. Let's see, 0, 1, 2. I think it's fine. And let me actually switch around over here. Why can't I see this properly? Oh, there we go. 0, 1, 2, and it's 5 minutes. Let's put it for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put up the prediction on Twitch chat. You can use your channel points to correctly predict the outcome of this remap session. We will have 1 remap token for each team, and we're going to need to see if turn 8, not 10, a turn 8, we're gonna have them using it. Also, Marius BW, hello there, sir. Any Civ can make gold. Yeah, but it's, you know, some are gonna make it better than others. Just saying. Wink wink. Mali, hello. You know, Portugal. There definitely are quite a few civilizations that are more specialized when it comes to that. Let me put the poll up also on YouTube. By the way, hello there, YouTube. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope we're gonna have quite a bit of action started up soon. I do want to ask you, how many remaps do you think we will have during this game? So we're gonna have 3 options, 0, 1, and 2. And you guys will need to put this, how to say, the choice over here in the Q&A. I do have to say, if they're gonna be 2 remap tokens being chosen at the same time, I'm gonna consider that as 1 remap, because it's essentially 1 remap. We do have Australia being picked up last, and it looks like ChucK is gonna get his first slot over here. This might be a bit of too big of a gun for Victoria and Dido to keep on hanging on. We're gonna need to see how the map spawns, and we're gonna also need to see how okay, let me see. I did notice it's off, and I don't know if it needs to be on. I remember it needs to be on, so that's why I actually stopped this. Sorry, it needed to go. And I'm not sure about the natural wonders, but I would assume it is what it is if they don't pick all of them. Anyway, let me actually take a look at 0ms if we don't have any. No, we don't have any, so we're good to go. We're good to go. About wonders. Okay, there we go. I needed to actually tell them they do have 32 wonders. There was a moment when we updated the rules, when also BBG did update a lot of the bonuses of the wonders, and some of them did get buffs, some of them did get nerfs. I think most of them actually got buffs. So the players did actually consider it is how to say, it is okay to have them all in the game. It wasn't any more issues, and we do have quite a variety. I do like the diversity of wonders that we see in the game, with so many interesting gameplays next to them. We've seen the Cerro de Potosi, for example, which was famous a few days ago. The famous battle between Hasagi and UnderTheGun and TaskForceFish. Scythia does get quite a bit of gold as far as land civ go. Only Mali does it better now. Mali, Cree, I would say again, Cree. Remember the bonus of extra gold that you do get on each trade out being sent to the capital or the city that has pastures and camps. Good evening, Rambling Man. How are you doing, sir? And welcome. Now, also, let me actually take a look what's going on here. We do have the loading of the first map, and hopefully we're going to have a good one. Now prepare for the battle of the century here. So ChucK and SoftStyle on the left side, holding on to Australia and Scythia, while on the right side we do have Dido and Victoria, Age of Empire, not Age of Steam. I gotta say, there is quite a bit of territory here on the left side. It looks like there's gonna be one big continent and a few little ones spread around, and it looks like, oh my god, well, we do have an interesting place over here, but unfortunately no immediate amazing campus right next to the territory of Australia. As you can see, he actually needs to settle in north and east. This is a lot of rainforest here, not really ideal. The fact that he does have silk tiles in the capital does make it a little bit better, and of course with the reef fish is going to grow very quickly. There's one single pasture, and that's like third ring for Australia. I gotta say, this lowers the quality of this spawn, you know. Well, I guess he's gonna need to adapt. They do have the remap token. There is that possibility, and we're gonna need to keep on following. I think this is actually a bit worse here. He has TaskForceFish. I just noticed, man. He has TaskForceFish on the same little island. Muthu Rahul, hello there, sir, and welcome. This is live, yes indeed, and hello there, YouTube. How are you doing? Cynthia looks to be in a good position. Yeah. Need you know that saying with need sub, good position, going for domination. yeah. Now, Australia seems to be dead here. I would imagine the Byrims are going to have a very important say in this fight over here. Remember, the Byrims are actually 5 extra strength than their counterparts, the Galleys, and they do have one big advantage. They don't actually need to wait for oligarchy to start pounding enemy cities, right? So they do come very early. There's going to be a bit of a time over here that Canberra is going to sweat if he doesn't plug that choke to the south. There is a possibility for him to, of course, defend with the choke in the south. The Byrims are going to need multiple hits to go through their counterparts. That's also another thing. Canberra with the culture here is going to get faster to political philosophy. Getting oligarchy here might actually keep the game going. Thank you so much, sir, and glad to see you here on YouTube. Muthu, hello there, sir. Muthu, I think it's called. If fish open sailing into Byrim, goodbye cap. Yes, exactly, right? It's all about the timing here, but that's, I guess we're going to need to see sailing coming up in 6 turns. I do have to say he is going to figure out very close where Australia is. As you can see, he's moving his warrior towards the west side, and we do have him picking up a hunt on the way towards the Australian territory. Now, we do have a bit of a problem for England also, but I gotta say this land is unbelievably hard to push through. You can see those mountains, the one tile chokes. You can see how he can actually use those forests so he can hide behind them and shoot from behind them and catch all of those Saga horse archers coming against them without giving them that much time to destroy his units. He has a lot of coast on the east side. This is actually going to be a bit of a challenge also for Scythia, for UnderTheGun on the coast. Not only that, he's going to need to get the economy going between him and his ally, which is on the other side of Australia, which of course they cannot actually go there, so they do need to converge on Australia as quickly as possible, delete that civilization from the game so they can get the gold rolling. We do have very good wonder also to the northeast. This is a very good TD. I gotta say, this is one of the best TDs I've seen here. By TD is coming up to the northeast of England, and by the looks of it, he's gonna have quite a few spy styles with extra culture on them. He does have, as you can see, a pretty good coastal cities over here, and I do see he doesn't have a continent split. Since this is like tiny size for only 4 players, you do have only like 2 continents, I believe. It's like 2 continents, right? Yeah, it's 2 continents. Why does Australia open with builder? That's a very good question. I think he's actually going to want to get the fish tile, get the food on the fish tile, and then try to get that horse tile to the northeast. I'm not that big of a fan of what's going on here, mostly because Phoenicia did actually get into this, but at the same time, when he actually started up getting a builder, you kind of committed to getting it. You don't really want to switch quickly to like a scout or something, because you kind of wasted that production, you kind of wasted that turn, so you're putting yourself behind. Now with the builder coming out with the ability to actually get the reef fish improved, get some whatever he's gonna want here, I'm actually I guess he does have 1 more turn until sailing, right? Yeah, 1 more turn. Now he's gonna need the food so he can work the extra seal tile, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna start chopping a lot of this rainforest. Oh my god, no, he's not. Okay, this is another problem. Discovering bronze working so you can chop the land so you can make it better for campuses is just gonna throw a wrench in all of his discount plans over here. We do have him getting a slinger out so he can defend himself from TaskForceFish, while as you can see, TaskForceFish is gonna want to get the settler first and then work on some biomes. We do have him with a few of these whale tiles to the east side. He does have a pretty good settle to the southwest. Look at this spice settle with quite a few other tiles next to him with okay-ish, I would say. Cawthon over here, a +3 is not that bad. And we do have him with, of course, closer proximity to the Australian territory. Australia is behind with 2 turns in terms of settlers. We might see him catch up after he gets the food from this fish tile. It is what it is. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Fish Horse rushes Aussie. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised either. I'm pretty sure Fish over here is right now thinking between the 2 options, what is going to be better, and going to try to get what is better there. Wait, what happened here? Did the unit die or something? Or did he just move and got attacked by the slinger? I think he just moved and got attacked by the slinger. Anyway, I did also notice we do have a Seal Tile here in the city of Alpha. 1 extra culture point, not 2. He might need some funds over here for a monument so he can keep that oligarchy faster. Let's take a look at the lands of Scythia, because we're turn 8. We're just going to have a few more moments until the remap vote is going to go online, and we're going to need to see how they're going to get to vote there. I do notice we do have a pretty good Artemis here. Yeah, pretty good Artemis. 4 amenity Artemis. We do have him getting his settler out in 2 turns, geothermal fisher in the capital. Do see him with, of course, some excited volcanoes here, and a river network so he can go to the southeast. I really like his pasture count, though. Actually, no, I don't like his pasture count. I think he only has like 1 pasture, the horse tile. The kurgan actually gets more points when it's next to pasture, so you do want it there. Let me actually fix my camera, because this is causing me a Is it like this? Is it like this? Is it better like this? Give me a second. A little bit to here. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, like this. Continents and islands. Yes, Manus. Continents and islands. I think it's actually right below my camera, right? Yeah, it is on the screen. So we do have a choice here. It looks like ChucK and SoftStyle are gonna go for a remap, and I'm pretty sure we know why. Australia over here wouldn't have survived the pressure coming up from 2 sides, while I'm pretty sure England would have been quite happy to just pluck his chokes and hide behind these mountains and the rainforest. These chokes with the rainforest would have been so hard to push through. Like those 2 tiles next to each other are just yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, we do have to wait until the new map is going to be generated, and we're going to need to see in just a few seconds what kind of land we're going to have. Oh, I see vote 1 is also, option 1 is actually also winning on YouTube, and I believe it was also winning in the predictions. Oh my god, look at that. We got actually YouTube and Twitch right now. They are connected, well, in the sense that they actually are synchronized in their choices, in their vision of the game. It's actually the same ratio. Can you imagine? It is actually the same ratio here, 0, well, almost the same ratio. Like the list 1 is in the 0 option. We do have the most in the 1, like by far the most over there, like 4 times the other ones. And then we do have the option 2, or option 3 actually, which has the second most Okay, it is what it is. Okay, new map here. I got distracted by stuff, by numbers there.
Limitates has joined the round table.
Limited, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Remap, yes, Noctum Mortis. We did have a remap token used by ChucK and SoftStyle, and now we're going into the second map. We're just waiting for them to properly load into the game, and we're gonna need to see them start this up. There we go. We got the unpause, and we do have the first civilization to take a look at. Under the gun, this time he's gonna have some reef fish in the capital, and I do see he is again gonna have. Oh no, he actually this time has a chance to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is under the gun, dude. I mean, you know, it fits, as in, you know, they remap because Australia would have been dead, but then they, yeah, they ended up with Under the Gun in the middle. I don't know what to say about that, because I know over here it's, what is he gonna do with his +6 campus over here with another +4? What is he gonna do? Is he actually gonna want to sim 12 nukes and hope to God that England is actually gonna be fair here? I do see Under the Gun is gonna move away from the coast, which I think it's actually a pretty good move. It actually will force him to get a war going against Scythia without worrying about the Canberra that much. Well, I wouldn't say force him. He's how to say him. He made the choice to separate the battlefields, which is very good. He doesn't need to commit to the coast in this particular situation, although I find it hard to believe that he's actually going to manage to win against a hardcore Scythian nation over here. I'm pretty sure SoftStyle on the buttons is going to make it sing. Also Scythia, yeah, Scythia instant remap, yeah, exactly. I mean, if they do see Scythia, but I'm pretty sure they can how to say, they can make an assumption that it's here somewhere. How does Under the Gun know to go off the coast? How? He has no vision and went off the coast as England. I think it's because of the distance between him and his ally. They do see this. They're very far away from each other. Are they on separate continents, by the way? Let me see. One. Yeah, they're also on separate continents. Like it's a 2-continent map. If you're on separate continents, you're very far away. And yes, he can also always harbor out. So he went for the, I guess he would have had fresh water there also. It's fine. Anyway, it is what it is. On the other side, what do we see? We do have Australia here. Australia is actually this time around with a lot less rainforest, if I can see. A lot more forest here, which actually adds appeal. Let me actually take a look at the appeal of his. Still not good enough. He does have this array of reef tiles to the north. 3 reef tiles, one next to each other with a reef fish. I do see him choosing to go builder first again. And I gotta say, no pastures. Oh no! Wait a second, we do have pastures. We got pastures. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner here. We got a horse to the northwest, and I do see a cattle to the southwest. 2 pastures. Oh my God. I mean, he's not going to win the game with 2 pastures, but it's still a little bit better than 1 or none. No, let's actually see. It did preserve a 2-2. Maybe it also preserved some 2-2s. Oh, I don't know about preserving. I gotta say, we did have a bit of a discussion with preserving, and we're going to need to see if it integrates a little bit more into the meta. More players try to use their bonuses, except just beefing up very good wonders anyway. Like we've seen a few days ago, or even yesterday with Go Bustan. Wait, he didn't actually. Did he preserve? I don't think he preserved that one. I don't think he did get a preserve. Preserve a 2-2 as in not killing the 2-2 tile, not put a preserve on. I mean, you need to be specific, bro. We need to be specific. It is what it is, you know. Toxic Brain, he did not preserve it. Exactly, right? Yeah, he did not preserve it. He ignored the powerful bonuses as a preserve. Of a preserve, actually. We do have a scout coming up in 2 turns from Alpha. Looks like he's gonna get banana tile to work here, a deer tile, and looking at his possible Temple of Artemis, he actually has a pretty good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible amenities around him. Very nice. Also, I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with the second settles over here. In the south, he's going to have a lot more chops, and also going to get access to that diet style. We do have Gobustan on the map as well. That's going to allow them to, that's going to allow him in particular to get more production and more culture if he does manage to put 1 preserve there. Oh my God, I'm pretty sure chat over here, all of the chat is going to be like, woo, preserve. Look at the food, look at the faith, look at the culture. Yes. The grove is just so expensive, which is why no one builds it. And Marius BW, yeah, but when somebody makes the effort and actually gets a grove over there, and we see the yields, we see casino slots rolling behind our eyes, you know, ding, 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 ding. This map is going to be a remap most likely. Alex 2005 is calling out, and I do want to say I would actually feel the same with Under the Gun next to Cithia. I definitely would say don't do it, don't do it. This is like one of those situations when you can't really get out of it. I'm pretty sure London can keep his own for a while, but I'm also certain that Cithia will overwhelm him at some point. If Cithia just all ins to this, and I can easily see how fast he can actually get to the London cities. He's even seeing the border right now. He's seeing the border. Check this out. Cithia's vision, Nasus, has smelled his opponent through this rainforest. How do you see a border through a rainforest, by the way? This is what I want to know. Do you see a border? Can you, how did he actually found a few like lines of viewing, like that he actually has a line of sight to the borders through that thick rainforest and all of the vegetation? Have you ever been in a rainforest, man? You can't see anything like past 10 meters or something. He also sees, see it on the central lens. Yes. He also sees it over there, but he did not know what it is. He needed to actually get closer. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure each other out. We do have Under the Gun here smelling danger. He's going to see the Eye of the Sahara, and in the Eye of the Sahara we do have the Scout of Nasus walking on that hill and revealing his position. He's not gonna let him get there. Yeah, Under the Gun here gonna get a scout. It looks like he's also getting a settler out in 2. They did actually invest into this, which I guess would make sense, so he can get an escort. What did he do first if he doesn't have... Did he get another scout here and I didn't see it? Oh, he does have another. No, this was the initial one. Okay, interesting. What did he get first? Did he work on a monument? No, palace. Oh, okay, check. It is what it is. The smell or disgusting? I don't know about that, man. There are, I mean, English breakfast is one of the best breakfast, man. I don't know about that. I gotta say, I don't really even want to try, what is it, fish and chips. That's a bit too smelly for me. He has a 3-2 tile, so maybe one scout into settler. Yeah. But I don't see the second scout. And did he actually put this in the capital? Because I saw a poof over there, and usually when there's a poof, actually you do get a new unit. I guess we'll see. We do have ChucK actually getting his upgrades. He did go for the fish upgrade to the northeast, so he can get more population, work more tiles. He does have that horse tile to the northwest to benefit from, and we're just a few seconds away from seeing if we're actually gonna have this map or not. It looks like also the fish did figure out that south amazing settle in the city of Alpha, and this is all up to Under the Gun. Is he gonna wanna stay here, or is he gonna wanna say pass? He's not. Is it? Is it also? Is it? Come on, we got 40 seconds to go. What does chat think? And I wanna say, you guys realize that if you say no, well, you're kind of biased, right? You want to win your points over there, and if you say yes, I mean, you're kind of right. It looks like we're gonna have another remap here. It looks like Under the Gun with the TaskForceFish are actually gonna get out of the situation. I gotta say, with Cithia in the game, this situation may happen to infinity here. They might have in the 2 versus 2 situation, Cithia next to somebody on the land that he can approach with those amazing armies. Rafifi, pay time. Oh my god, you nailed it. Let me actually finish the prediction here. Choose outcome. We do have 2 remaps and complete prediction. I'm gonna stop also the vote here on Twitch. By the way, how is on YouTube? How is YouTube doing? How are you guys doing there? Okay, let's end the poll. I do also want to ask, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to throw it a like over there if you enjoy the content. I know it's not much for you, and of course, I do understand that maybe you do want to actually take a look at a few more moments here, or a few more minutes, or a few more hours to see if you do like the content. But please go ahead and throw it a like if you do enjoy what you see till now, because it does help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, getting that engagement rate sky high in the beginning. Thank you. Hold on, Lavras, to give appeal. And if you get the ideal spawn, you don't have to deal with rainforest. I can see it happening. Yeah, 1500k for 250. What is that? Oh, Rafif is getting so many points. Yeah, easy peasy, man. Moonrat also racked in the points here. Yeah, I see how it is. Yeah. Now, this game is going to be decided on spawn very likely. Alex 2005 making a bit of a pessimistic view on this. Or I should say expressing a bit of a pessimistic view. I would say a lot of the time it will still be up to the players' choices and strategies being used in the game. The choices are gonna be their own, and I'm pretty sure even in clutch situations they're gonna have to duke it out somehow. Let's actually see what's going on here. We got Australia this time next to Scythia and on the same island. Okay, so Australia is exposed to the nature. He does have fish over here representing nature that he's gonna get the opportunity to go for the marble tile. He does have a pretty good adjacency here to Australia, but not as good as he had before. This is definitely gonna take him a lot more time to sail away those biomes towards his opponent's cities. Might take on Cardiff in the meantime. Now we do have to take a look where England is, because I didn't see him on any of the coasts here, and I do want to see where he is. Okay, so England is here, kind of free sim. Scythia is going to be very far away from actually interacting with the oceans in between these continents. It looks like UnderTheGun is going to have a lot of territory to expand into, to the south, to the north, and even inland if he wants to. There are some rivers for the fresh water, and I'm pretty sure he has a few good resources. Temenanke City over here would have been quite nice. Just saying, man. Look at these sugar tiles. Sugar and spice. Limitates, that's going to be a long game. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a long game. Get your popcorn going, and let's see how this is going to evolve, because the action is getting closer. We do have also the high tower. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Most sim of the 3 spawns over here for UnderTheGun. Yes, and we're gonna take a look at the strategics right here. I do want to see something. Buckle up, it might be a long one. Yeah, Spiritu, good evening, sir. Herman Limon, good evening, sir, also. Bonsoir, monsieur. England with a perfect Australia spawn. Yeah, I guess. Does he have an extra continent? The extra continent is here. We actually have him with the opportunity to settle an extra continent on the east side, trying to get extra trade routes over there. Let's take a look on Dido. We do have a TaskForceFish with a scout in 3 turns. He actually chose to go for the freshwater instead of the extra amenity. Getting that extra housing helps him out quite a bit. We do have him also with okay-ish settles. So one to the north here, next to those 3-2 bananas. I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy benefiting from all of that extra food. We do have another one to the east side, which is going to get fresh water from the lake and get the benefits of extra food from the cattle tile. I do also notice he doesn't have a lot of amenities. Only this marble tile that I can easily see in his capital, while he's going to have a sugar tile in the north. He might actually want to consider to leave this sugar tile open so he can settle next to it and improve it, or settle right on it. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a pretty good city, but yeah, he doesn't really have... Oh, I'm sorry. He should actually get the city as quickly as possible over there on the sugar tile, because I'm pretty sure UnderTheGun should actually settle a city to the west side here next to that desert. I mean, who doesn't want pyramids in the game, right? Scott Holzman, hello there, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much, sir. I guess easy game for UnderTheGun and Fish. I wanted to see Scythia going on England inland. Yes, I would have wanted to see that also, I gotta say. The Tundra Torres. Where did you see it? Oh. It's a, yeah, is it a half Tundra Torres? No, these are still Tundra Hills. It's just a little bit skewed. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna go here. Alpha is gonna get the benefits of iron to the northeast second ring. He does have a horse tile in the third ring. Doesn't really care that much about strategics, especially on the navally prone map. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to get the vision going on Australia. We do have him getting his soon scout out, and we're gonna see him expand his vision to the north and especially his vision to the east. We do need to see how things are gonna evolve over here. As an action, I'm pretty sure he will get the connection city in the south, so he can freely move boats from the east to the west, or from the west to the east without having that much trouble. I do also notice he also will have two choices of city states to take over: Johannesburg in the north or Cardiff to the west side. A little bit easier to take over Johannesburg because it has 2 tiles of an opening, but Cardiff is much more valuable because it actually is in the direction of his opponent, so he's going to want to probably upgrade some ships there, try to get some boats there, and so on and so forth. Now I also want to take a look at over here in chat. How will City ever get this war? They can't exactly go naval in their position. They cannot and they can, but I would imagine CTI is gonna try to sim here. Yeah, definitely not ideal. CTI is not one of those civilizations you actually want to sim with, but I do really like this Kurgan, by the way. This Kurgan is gonna be very good. This Kurgan is gonna be good. He has like 3 Kurgans that are amazing. Look at this triangle of pastures in his capital. I say give Johannesburg to England and take Cardiff. Yeah, that could be also an option. I can easily see naval trade route fish under the gun. Will this also be an option for ChucK and Nasus? Yes, in some aspects. As in, yes, if we're going to see Pokrovka expand to the north near Granada, but he's going to expose himself to England here. Remember, England actually has opening, actually, I should say Australia has open territory, open ocean to England and to Dido. Even if they're on the other side of the map, as you can see, they're not that far apart from each other. In the north of Australia, we do have this one tile choke, and it goes around until it actually hits in London. This is going to be a problem. We might actually see UnderTheGun and Phoenicia focus their efforts the same time, so they can actually smash his opponents. Okay, I got that going. Okay, let's actually take a look at the next one. What do we have here? England, right? We got him improving his ship tiles for the extra food. 3 2s over here in the south of London. He does have a deer tile that he could try to go for Temple of Artemis. He's also discovering sailing pretty soon. I would actually say he should be careful about his amenities here. He does have some jade tiles, which are going to be plentiful, some marble tiles, but I don't see the 3rd and the 4th here that are going to be easy to come by. We do have a cotton tile very far in the south, and the sugar tiles are inland. He might need to consider to get a city there so he can improve some of these resources. Amenities, we've seen so many times how it matters, how to say, how they matter so much. And we got that settler coming up in 2 turns, and it's going to be a good question. Where is he going to want to prioritize settling first, in the north or in the south? In the south, he does have an array of iron tiles in the 3rd ring, and I do see 4th ring, but of course he needs to settle another city to get that one. While in the north, his horse is also going to be 3rd ring out, going to need another city to get there. He could actually aqueduct even here on the maze tile. Pretty cool. We do need to take a look at Scythia, putting down his first Kurgan. You do see that he's getting the bonuses from the sheep tile, and of course the hill tile, making it a 2-2-3-3. When he's gonna improve this horse, it should be adding more production, gold, and faith, right? So let's actually see how Nasus is gonna get all of these bonuses. Bam! No, it didn't get production, it's just faith. Okay. Oh no, it did get production, gold, and faith. Okay, production, gold, and faith. He did get 2, 3, 3, 4 tile to use at the beginning. He's on his 3rd population right now, gonna drop down to actually 2 population count because of the settler popping out. We do have also Australia managing to take over a builder from the city of Granada. Now, while his neighbor here will benefit from horses, he's going to get to share them with his ally there. We do have also iron tile in the 2nd ring of Pokrovka. They are starting to explore the coast to the west, and as you can see, they will have Piotanhi maybe to settle next to. Could try to benefit from the wander from inland settle, not actually going coastal for all of the bonuses over here on the fish. Okay, let's actually take a look also on Australia. We do have Canberra, okay, showing up with a much better array of tiles for his campuses, and I do see he is getting his horses improved, and the cattle tile, he does have actually this time 3 pastures to work with a 4th one in the north. I'm pretty sure ChucK is going to be quite happy to get the city there and benefit from those extra tiles of production and food. We do have also some inland cities for him to go for. Still a lot of a lot of these rainforest tiles are littering his territory here. He's not going to be happy that he's going to need to get that bronze working. We do have him with a possible settle in the south, and I'm actually a bit surprised that he didn't choose to go for the wine tile in the south for that 3-1-1 base, and of course access to some cocoa tiles. In the north, yes, he's going to get some horses, but all in all, I do believe this city in the future would have been a bit stronger, faster, stronger, I would say. This city kind of like after the third population, you don't really have anything to work. Anyway, we'll take a look at the yield stab, and we're gonna come back to see exactly how ChucK is gonna get his bonuses. I'm pretty sure he has a plan in his mind. It's just something that we don't see it yet. Also, Lulz 334, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Let's take a look quickly. I do want to check his vision. I mean, this is why he didn't go south. He didn't know. I mean, you can't blame him for that. He didn't know. I mean, you know, it is what it is. One extra tile if he actually scouted to the south with one settler, and he would have found out about this wine tile over here. Would have been quite nice. It is what it is, man. He does have a few more cities to settle on this coast. Another 2 to the south and another one over here towards Granada. I wouldn't actually recommend settling here, to be honest. It's a bit too icky. Every city state but Granada will be for fish and under the gun. Yeah, I guess so. Buenos Aires is also here in the south of Scythia. I guess it is sometimes good, Buenos Aires. If you do have a lot of resources, why not? Extra amenities are always good. Yeah. I don't really see an amazing city state though. Like I like Valletta, I like Buenos Aires. I'm not that fond of Johannesburg, Cardiff, Bandar Brunei or Granada. We don't have like a Zanzibar and Amadol, something like Auckland in the game, so it actually makes a big difference if you have that city state. There are no city states in the game for that matter also. Yeah, exactly. No blue CS. A blue CS actually in some of these situations, and I'm not sure if we might actually need to consider this for future 2 versus 2s. Now, blue city state actually gives you such a significant advantage, in the games. Those extra science points might make the difference between you winning or losing. Indeed, but you won't see much of them. Yeah, Johannesburg or England is okay tier. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Baron Bonashes, good evening, sir, and welcome. The moment the suits, you show them to your opponents, so don't suits and only put 1 to envoys in to get some bonuses, but keep them hidden. Yeah, basically. But I do want to say also, sometimes it's kind of hard to actually have that happening because of how to say missions. You might just pop missions without your knowledge. Like you go about your day-to-day, you know, simming or warring and so on, and you just pop a mission out of nowhere. It is what it is. Let me actually take a look over here and set up my settings. I don't want to put up the prediction because I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen the first moves. We're going to need to take a look at also their city placements, but it will take a while. So let's start up the prediction for who will win. This is going to be, of course, on Twitch over here on Twitch chat. You will get the opportunity to use those channel points to correctly predict this one and win more channel points, or I mean, you know, lose some. Let's actually see. We do have on one side TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun. Oh, this is wait. Too many letters, I'm sorry. And then on the other side we do have a ChucK with a SoftStyle. There we go. And the submission period of 30 minutes. Let's go for this. Let's go. Okay. Of course, I would actually recommend you wait a little bit and then put the points in the team that you feel like it's doing the correct moves over here, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be quite a bit of a how to say simming going down and there's going to be a lot of moves being done, so the players do get to settle their cities. They do get to explore their territory, make adjustments to their original strategies. The Beasley, hello there, and welcome. Fish, only one word from the Beasley today. Fish. MS Doll, good evening, sir. Also, North City has like 8 tiles, most third ring though. You're talking about Newcastle? Yes, but they're again third ring. I do see Open Sky has been picked up by Australia. He did choose to go for the extra culture from these patches, and he does already have 4 of them improved. He's gonna get probably a Mercury tile over there improved, so he can get an extra amenity going pretty easily. He did spot this wine tile, and as you can see, he's gonna send a settler there to put it down. We do have a campus. It's only a +1 here. Oh, it is a +3. Wait, this was breathtaking. Nice, +3 campus there. We do have another one here to the north next to Newcastle, another +3, and it looks like the cat actually wants to get in and talk a little bit. Hello, Athena? Hello? Hello? Zici tu ceva? No? I guess we might see the rumbling of her purring at some point. I don't vote for a good team. I vote for my favorite team of the two. I see. Yeah. I mean, that is a fan. That is a fan, right? That is the definition of a fan. Yes. Let's actually take a look also on the others, if they did manage to get some pantheons going. No pantheon here on England, but with the early faith here, I do see here did go for religious settlements. He did also put a city in the north, which will help him get to England. And you do see he's sending another settler over here towards the northwest. He will get the opportunity to put a very good campus on the Great Barrier Reef. He's actually going to go there to on this 2-2 tile, stone tile. And I do see, of course, he's going to have the ability to poke a little bit England. This is going to be quite fun. Phoenicia didn't go actually for one of those pantheons. Not yet, at least. He does have his second city, Bravo, settled to the north, while he is moving to next to that banana tile. A bit unfortunate that he didn't choose to go for the sugar. Is this a sugar? Is this a cattle? This is a rice tile, actually. Yeah, a bit unfortunate that he didn't actually go for the sugar tile there, but I'm pretty sure he will want a city over here next to those bananas to benefit from that extra food. He has some also reefs to get there, and well, you know, he's gonna need irrigation so he can improve that sugar. You can't go around it now, right now. Also, what if one team is typing GG before the forecast ends? Battle cruiser? That is a very good question. Usually I stop the prediction at that moment. It is what it is. I mean, if somebody's gonna want to last move their points, it's kind of hard to stop, you know. Beauty Bull, good evening, sir, and welcome. Vile Muffin, also good evening, sir, and welcome. The rumbling, yeah, I mean, you know, the purring. ChucK's the better player. I'll vote for him. Oh, I see. We got some fans over here. Beasley is also saying, I watched Trinita's district discount bonus video, and he explained it perfectly. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this goes. We got Biden here in Bravo getting out, and I do see he might actually target Johannesburg. I don't think he knows about Cardiff yet, and it's going to take a while until he gets the Bidens out of Alpha so he can cover the Western Territory. Unfortunately, he needs another city there that will give him the connection for Alpha to actually get on the west side. I just realized that he actually doesn't have a connection yet. He needs to put a city. Now, we do have him getting his monuments for the extra culture. This is also going to be important to get to the higher tier governments, like of course oligarchy, for example, is probably going to be the most impactful here. Now we do have galleys coming around from the cities of Australia after he did finish his campuses. He's already on 12 science and 7 culture. The extra culture from his open sky pantheon is boosting him right now, and I do see he's gonna get some more monuments here in the north. Still didn't upgrade the Mercury, by the way. He came back, and I would imagine he actually wants to get the boost for how is it called, for celestial navigation, right? I don't see anybody actually getting celestial navigation. I'm pretty sure Nasus, he's not gonna want to get the builder here in Sherton Lake. It's much more important to get the monument out. A bit curious how he spread out his city to the west side. A bit unfortunate that he's not gonna get the Great Barrier Reef tiles. He was about to see them, but then, you know, he got called back home. His rice was yeah, setting there. Now, how do you call it? How do you call it? Well, his milk was getting cold. I think that's how we call it, right? Unless some early aggression happens soon on this map. What is the name of the Australian military unit? Oh my god, I kick. One of those moments when brain farts. But digger. There we go. The digger. Yes, there we go. Let me actually switch my screens over here so I can put a prediction up on YouTube as well. Put a poll up. Also, Matthew is pointing out correctly that CVR will go coastal, and it looks like he is indeed. Who will win? Let's see. Let's gauge your opinion of Twitch, for YouTube chat here, and see if you guys are voting differently. I already see what's going on with the prediction over there on Twitch. I want to see what's going on YouTube. Who will win? A close race between TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun, playing against ChucK and SoftStyle. There we go. Start the poll. I guess there's no timer on this. You don't really have to put points in. You just get there. Also, bonsoir, monsieur General. Bună seara, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Task Force Fish plus UnderTheGun win on spawn. Okay, well, I guess we're going to need to test that theory. We do have ChucK getting his galleys to start scouting around. He's going to figure out about Cardiff pretty quickly, while there's a single city of fish that could actually get to build boats on the western coast. He's going to take down Johannesburg. Already that city is under siege, and as you can see, he's building the fort settle here from Alpha, which does mean he's going to be on 5 cities pretty quickly. We do have also Cithia here setting 4 cities pretty quickly while he's getting the extra production. Lauren, thank you so much for the follows, sir. Wait, should I call you sir or ma'am? I'm Lauren. Like Lauren does seem like. I'm sorry. Please clarify so I don't make a mistake. Men at arms are top 3, but line infantry aren't. Yeah. That is a problem. It is what it is. We do have ChucK also with the ability to go towards Granada, and looks like he wants to breach the fog of war everywhere to see how this is gonna go. UnderTheGun is gonna have an opponent in the face of Cithia here. He might need to get as quickly as possible to his cartography. I would imagine his production will keep him up for quite some time, and we do have him with quite a few boats that he's gonna get for free. Whenever he's gonna get a Royal Navy dockyard, he's gonna pop one boat out there for free. This is quite amazing, especially since he's gonna have a lot of coast to keep on settling at least 3 more cities in the south, while he's gonna have at least 1 in the north. 4 more cities, 4 more boats. We do also have Cithia on the other coast, which will need to be discovered. There are galleys coming around from the cities of England trying to go to the north and in the south. Damn, I confused. Thanks for the correction. Okay, Rafif is saying. Also, thanks, didn't see it. Bandar Brunei is the solo yellow. Yeah, Bandar Brunei is the solo yellow here. It's in the south of this western continent of England and Phoenicia. Johannesburg, of course, has been taken over. TaskForceFish is going to get his biomes to see what they can discover here. There isn't much to discover, to be honest. Unfortunately, in the north, there's no connection until they're going to pollute the environment. We do have him with first biome in 2 turns from the city of Charlie. It's enough to stop any kind of attack that's going to come against him. I do see Australia is going to take quite a bit of time to get there. Wait a second, a holy site? Okay. Holy site Australia. Okay, any predictions what is he gonna use his holy site for? To increase the appeal? I mean, yeah, but that's a big dedication. Stewardship. Mamaleto is saying stewardship for the extra 2 gold and the 2 science. That's what he's gonna use it. Okay, I mean, yeah, Rafif is pointing out you do a theater square. Okay, can your enemy see the number of cities you are on? If not, I can see a mega mine by UnderTheGun where he photo settles his 7th city and calls it Tau or so, not specified. Oh, I see. Well, yes, you can actually see how many cities an opponent has, and this information is available over here. If you didn't meet them, you can see the information of their cities. Okay, how many? Also, I tech it's for discount also. Also, monsieur, bienvenue. Yeah, that also might be. Holy site Rome, and now this. What is this, Vanilla? I gotta say, man, Monasticos over there. You don't respect Monasticos like that. I gotta say, you gotta give him the rope, man. You gotta give him, you know, the distance, cause oh my God, he proved us wrong, right? It's a big possibility, yeah. Or it's maybe to take culture of foreign cities and convert his ally. That also might be something. And we're going to need to see what's that all about. He's first concentrated to get his fourth and the fifth settler out from Newcastle and Canberra. We do have Launceston also getting a builder, getting to plug in Magnus. Does seem like he's getting prepared here to chop a lot of these tiles and get some boats out. I do have to say at the moment they did not figure out exactly where Phoenicia is. His vision does extend to the north and extends to the south. I do believe they should be seeing the minus loyalty here as we see it. He should be able to see it. They did declare war on each other. Wait, they did not meet each other. Oh, they never met each other, so they don't know anything. They don't know the loyalty. If they would have had the war going on, Australia definitely would have seen the loyalty, and he would have known to go to the south. They just don't know. They just don't know. And I gotta say also, it does seem like there's gonna be quite a bit of territory here for England and Phoenicia to both get the big empires on this western territory. It wouldn't be that bad on the east side. It's not that bad on the east side either, especially with the river network here allowing Scythia to get so many cities inland. I'm pretty sure he's still gonna want to go on the coast, as you see him pumping out galleys on the west side. He did actually get the cities very slow there, so a lot of that production has been lost versus his tempo is a little bit slower than his opponents. The good thing is he did manage to get the fourth city out a little bit faster than England, and we're going to need to see if that actually helps him in the long term. Of course, I do see UnderTheGun did manage to get 8 science and 10 culture. We do have Nasus on 10 and 8, while ChucK already on 17 and 17, the normal Australian power over here. We will see if these kangaroos over here are going to smash their opponents or not. Now, what will be the max city count on a player? We will see this game. I would say 12 cities, high tower. I will go on a limb and make a prediction right here. 12 cities is going to be the maximum. And I gotta say, we got such a split opinion on YouTube. This is unbelievable. We got 15% in one side, 50% in the other side. That's how split YouTube chat is right now. Canberra. Government Plaza place very far out of the way for other districts. The rainforest moment. Yeah. Let me actually take a quick peek over here on what's going on. There we go. Now we do have Johannesburg repairing after all of that trouble, and looking at the era score, it looks like there is a bit of a problem. While we do have a lot of era score being banked up on Nasus and or SoftStyle or in the ChucK, there is quite a bit of an issue on the other side. UnderTheGun, yes, he's going to have his Royal Navy dockyard. He did get his galley. I find it doubtful that he's actually going to manage to get another an admiral, I would say. By the time this era is over, we only have like 4 more turns. That's a bit too much time, and I'm pretty sure the Royal Navy dockyard is going to finish before that, because usually you do 1 turn or 2 turn it in the capital, especially since he does have quite a few tiles upgraded here. He should be able to get it quickly. Yeah, we do have him also starting to get the irrigation boost. Okay, he got a wheat tile there improved. I do see he got his stones improved, marble tiles, and getting his 4th and the 5th settler out quickly here. TaskForceFish also will have the same problem. While he did build his biome and got unique bonuses from that, he's going to need to put the Cothon down right now, and he's going to get 18 out of 19 points. Just needs 1 more point to get there. We do need to see when is that going to happen. There we go. 3 tens for a Cothon here from Alpha. Oof, that's just not a lot of production, is it? It's just not a lot of production. That's a bit of a sad story here. It is what it is. The fact is, he's gonna send it to the south. He's gonna make the connection to the west side here, and he's gonna get to pump out boats from 3 cities into his western opponent. And while we do have Johannesburg in the north, as you can see, he will need to put another city very, very far north, north than Torres, so he can get the boats. Oh, not even there. Look at that. There's like 1 tile over here blocked by ice. Oh man, like get some you know, melt the ice over there, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, thank you for always answering my questions. Being here a few games only, and you are always here answering my noob questions. Yeah, Alex 2005 is amazing. I gotta say, I wouldn't trust my answers. I'm not exactly a good player. Come on, man. It's very good to actually have somebody help out like this. And even if you don't have like the perfect opinion, at least you do get one answer to your question, and you can get another one from somebody else. Yeah, everybody was a noob at some point, and yeah. It is what it is. It's better to ask questions and have some the answers, you know. than not asking questions and waiting for a possible answer that might not happen. Anyway, let's actually take a look here. Both ChucK and SoftStyle did manage to secure their golden riches, while TaskForceFish still needs one more point. I do believe he is... Oh, he actually got a lot of points from something. Give me a second. What did he do? Did he choose a city state? No. He got a lot of points of something. Did he discover his opponents? Oh, there we go. He discovered Australia. Okay. So then we will need to see the war. Did they declare war already? Yes. Yes, they should have declared war already, right? Yeah, there we go. They just declared war. So they do have the vision between them. Now those era score points got delivered to both him and UnderTheGun. UnderTheGun still will need one more point to get there. And by the looks of it, he's going for irrigation and political philosophy in 4. And that's a bit too late. We do see TaskForceFish by him is getting flanked over here by a few of the galleys. We got settlers coming out from the cities of Australia while he's going to start building up a bigger navy. He does need to do quite a bit of damage here. Now these Fishian boats, they do not have oligarchy, and as you can see, he did not manage to get them quickly enough to the lands of Australia, so he can benefit from that extra strength of the biomes. We do have him with a few more biomes on the way, and I do see he's getting his cothons first. These cothons do give you bonuses towards the boats and those settlers. You do want to get them before you do anything else. 25 production towards naval units and settlers in this city. We do have him also getting a settler from Bravo, which I would assume he's actually going to want to get over here in the southeast. Like, these are enough cities for him to trade at some point with England, and I would assume he will want to wait for England to get here. This southern eastern city is going to allow him to get another point of production towards the boats on the west side. Now we do have also a possibility for him to take over Cardiff and replace that city center with something else. Unfortunately, he did not discover Cardiff before he went on the offense against Johannesburg and set up his mind. Now we do have two more turns. Actually, we're about to see one more turn. UnderTheGun here, what is he doing? 110 Royal Navy Dockyard. Okay, getting his settlers out. This is going to be critical. If he actually misses a golden age, this is critical. Now, basically, these players often settle in the middle of war. Yes, they are. The players are actually quite used to trying to sim and war at the same time. Okay, so Fish did manage to get to secure his golden age. We do have UnderTheGun with only 1 point necessary, and I do see he's gonna need to start exploring towards his opponent. He did not figure out what's going on here. I don't think he figured out what's going on here. No, he saw a little bit, but not all of it. And of course, you do see as Australia is working on taking on Granada. It's just a few hits away from taking that city over, and we will see a bigger empire from Australia. Even sending a settler in between, unfortunately, not going to have an amazing territory to benefit from, but still, one very good campus makes the city worthwhile. He started improving also his cocoa tiles for the extra gold and some production on the flat tiles, while he's getting the galleys to work on the defense. TaskForceFish is going to need to somehow figure out how to get this biome to safety. He's also trying to get as much information as possible about his opponents and wants to open up as much territory as possible so he can see if his opponent is gonna get something later on in the future. Also, ChucK must protect to secure the first admiral. Yeah, that's a valid reason as well. Let's actually take a look here. Oh my god, guys, UnderTheGun, 18 out of 19 points. Right now, I feel like an alarm is going on in my brain. Oh no. Oh, that's just sad, bro. This is one of those times, man. One of those times. Yeah, no golden on England is indeed rare. You do have you know what happened here, right? He didn't actually get a Pantheon. He didn't get a Pantheon, man. He could have gotten a Pantheon, but he didn't put the God King card on. He doesn't have face generated, so he never actually got that. And never did manage to get a unit to Valletta. Not that did Valletta actually give him any kind of faith here. Or a city state. Any other city state? No other city state. So yeah, no faith, no monument, no Pantheon, no golden age. It is what it is. That 1 point. Anyway, did he get a galley? Yeah. You have to add little as to beauty in order to translate my full in French. Oh. Oh, I see. Interesting. My pitbull name is Bo and or Bo. Okay. Anyway, Bobo. Okay. Anyway, now let's actually take a look. TaskForceFish with a pen brush voice on the west side. 5 cities right now getting his. Oh, look at that. He's actually going northeast. Not gonna get another city here in the western side. Interesting. He's not gonna get to build with 3 cities his boats. This might actually be a problem for him. I'm not sure I like this, but anyway, we do have builders coming up from his cities. I'm pretty sure he wants to improve his marble tiles. He's gonna have a problem with happiness pretty soon because of his city count and population count in those cities. We do have Granada being taken down by Australia here, and I do see Australia is gonna repair the monument. I'm sorry if you hear like it's the cat actually moving on the something. No Pantheon, no Golden Age. Checkmate. Yeah, Magnus Internals. Well, let's actually see who's gonna go for Magnus Internals. Is that Dido? Yeah, it looks like Dido. We do have Magnus here in the city of Alpha. He did not get another governor, so I'm pretty sure he put the second point, and he does have his. I gotta say, this is a bit different than we see. A lot more cities are being settled here very quickly, while most of the time we do know that Dido players or players that do like to play Dido are gonna slow this down a little bit, quite a bit actually, with a first choice to go for a Gavron Plaza, then trying to get the Ancestral Hall as quickly as possible. In that time, you get the settlers built up, and you send them on their merry way until that Ancestral Hall actually gets built. This is a different approach. We do have him settling as wide as possible from the beginning, and we do have him getting some biomes for that a naval pressure on the west side. It looks like he's getting a new biome to pressure his opponent, and he's gonna get to pitch some of his fish tiles. We do have him discovering the north side, and yes, we do have Australia with the choice to move quite easily from the west to the east through Newcastle, much faster than any kind of Phoenician boat can wrap around that northern peninsula. We do have also, unfortunately, UnderTheGun with 9 science and 10 culture, which is not gonna benefit from his golden age. Remember, the possible pen brush and voice or free inquiry is gonna slow his development down considerably. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to get enough cities to counter that, and if Scythia is also gonna have enough time to overwhelm UnderTheGun with the boats. The Scythian boats are actually very dangerous, very dangerous. They're gonna get an extra +5 whenever they're gonna hit a wounded unit of yours, and there's quite often that you're gonna have a unit wounded somewhere on the map, in your navy. The second thing is he's also gonna get to repair his boats, heal his boats when he's gonna take down one of your boats. It's very dangerous to have it. Also, isn't there a dilemma when going for Magnus, as you want to move Magnus around to have him where you are chopping, but need him to stay in place where you send your trade routes? How is that typically approached? It's one or the other. They don't do both. Or sometimes you do see the player starting to move Magnus when I would say when they do get Wisselbanken as a card. But I would say most of the time it's the choice is made relatively early on in the game, and they're going to focus their efforts on the moving Magnus, as you said over there, to get the possible chops going rather than anything else. And we're going to need to see how that develops. Depends on the Civ, but England usually goes for internals straight away. Yeah. We do have, yes, London going for the same thing with Magnus here. We do have a Gavron Plaza also being established to the north while he's getting his other Royal Navy dockyards. He's also going to have a nasty surprise. Scythia is building boats, and he's also trying to build up an economy with his ally over here. I do see Nasus is going to get these boats on the west side to scout out his opponent, and looking at his vision, he did figure out where England's cities are. We do need to see if on the other side we do have vision from, no, we don't actually. UnderTheGun has no vision over Scythian cities, not even one of them. Ție-te-nă. Păi, ia muscă. Și eu ce să fac? Get good. Ia uite. The sign, sorry about that. My cat is frowning because she didn't get the fly, and she's annoyed. Yeah, the science difference is huge. How are they going to defend caravels? Exactly, Farshad. Good evening, sir. Do these players always chop a tile before placing a city? Most of the time. I would say like 80, 70, 80% of the time that happens. We do have also Nasus with Tomanis with only those 2 cities on the west side, 4 cities in total. He didn't actually spend the time to get new settlers going, and he's gonna go for audience chamber, finishing up his harbor so he can start acquiring some of these great admiral points, which at the moment are in majority, a clear majority on Australia, Phoenicia, and then England is coming up slowly from behind. Now we do also have him with a few builders that will give him the chops or maybe possible improvements. He did choose to improve his wine tile over there and the 2 other actually tiles here. I do see a mercury, and he's gonna get a deer tile, 5 extra gold, sorry, some extra science from the mercury, and the 2 amenities are gonna help his empire be a bit happier. Still not hitting that happy threshold, on 0 happiness level. I do want to say this is not a direct readout of how many amenities they have. That number only changes if they hit I would say happy citizens or ecstatic citizens. It's not gonna change otherwise. Like, you don't see he has 1 extra amenity or 2 extra amenities. You're gonna see the direct 3 and the 5 and the 6. Yeah, I'm trying to train myself to do the same. Yeah, it's actually quite how to say, quite a tango that you need to dance over there to get all of those builders at the correct moment in time and chop the tiles when you actually need to have the tiles covered by something else. Anyway, let's actually take a look at also on Australia. Phoenicia is getting to discover all of the lands to the north, and he's also going to get vision over these cities. I do also notice ChucK is managing to deal with the biome in his territory here to the east of Newcastle. Warlord's Throne coming up from Canberra. He's going to want to get the extra protection towards his boats and pay less for each boat. This is going to be important because, yeah, they will struggle for gold at some point. We do have harbor shipping projects also coming out from the dockyard, from the harbors. Australia is going to want to get one of those Renaissance bonus giving admirals. I'm pretty sure he's also going to want to get something important like Gaius Duilius from the first wave of admirals. And we do have also still no bronze working on Scythia to get these tiles. He's working on currency while ChucK is already going for mathematics. These I gotta say, this pen brush and voice with the science from those campuses is amazing. 25 science with 34 culture. I do have to say ChucK is probably gonna have first dibs on cannibals by a long mile, since he is getting to discover mathematics. TaskForceFish is barely 5 turns away from getting shipbuilding. Now we do have a guy from Plaza coming up from Alpha. I do see TaskForceFish is going to get a few new improvements here and getting his lighthouses going for the production. But I gotta say, if he's not going to start plugging in Pingala anywhere, this is going to be a problem. And he does have the choice to go for Pingala or Moksha, because those two are probably going to be the most important ones. The extra culture to get to mercenaries, try to get to monarchy also for the second era. And on the other side, you have to balance in check those bonuses that Pingala will give you for the extra science, giving you the opportunity to get quicker to cartography. Now that also exposes a problem over here. We're going to need to see what the secondary things will look like and if they will have time to build them. Usually in situations like this, the players rarely go over 5 to 7 cities because they just don't have enough time to get those cities working properly, so they can get them to affect the Renaissance timing, the caravel timing. And most of the time you do see them trying to get as many bonuses as they can from those harbors, trying to mix in some free inquiry golden age, trying to mix in some I would say some governors and balance those stats out, the culture with the science. We do need to see also the next wave of settlers here. Looks like Scythia is getting discovered. England did manage to spot that galley to the east of Plymouth, while UnderTheGun did put another city in the south, Sheffield. He's going to benefit from some bananas and another good campus here. I'd also notice he's going to have quite a few chops in these cities, but again, the rainforest actually requires you to go for bronze working, which is a very big problem. Bronze working, big no-no. Big no-no. It's not even on the same road they want to go for, you know. The extra trade routes that are going to come out soon for UnderTheGun is going to allow him to get that production going. He's on 56 already, but ChucK is managing to overwhelm him in all aspects of the game here. Even faith, man, he's even more faithful than UnderTheGun. It is what it is. Wave of also builders coming up from ChucK's territory. I don't think he actually has feudalism yet. These builders don't have the extra 2 charges on them, but we do have him with a need to chop as many tiles as possible and as quickly as possible. He did get a holy site, and I think the biggest question is, what is he gonna use this holy site for? Because it does seem like we do have multiple answers in chat here, but we didn't make up our mind. And I gotta say, with more votes going into the chat of YouTube, it's still a 50-50 chance to get there. Do we have the same on Twitch? Oh my god, it's almost the same on Twitch. Twitch is a little bit skewed towards ChucK and SoftStyle over here. I think we have a few more Frenchies. I think we have a few more Frenchies. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see the wee in chat if we have Frenchies here. TaskForceFish is getting only 45 points of the preferences of the viewers right now on Twitch. Now, what do we have here? We do have builders coming out from quite a few cities. Pingala also establishing in Geelong. And yeah, there we go. Oui. Cuckoo. A holy site will come in handy for a golden age. Farshit does have a very good point. And yes, a golden age should be quite good. Also, Battle Cruiser is guessing from pop 1 to pop 4. It is often more greedy to chop the tile before the district. Yeah, no. Yeah, it kind of depends. I guess it kind of depends. Let's actually take a look. Who did put down a commercial in this game? Wait, somebody put down a commercial. Did I see the first commercial in the game being put down? Oh my god. Who actually went? Oh, I see. He wants an extra trader there. Birmingham is going to get a +4 commercial. He's going to get the era score from that, at least a splendid. And I do see him improving as many of these amenities as possible. They have the same problem. They don't have that big of a spread in their amenities. And at least England is managing to get to the happy level of +3. While let's take a look quickly here. We do have 0 here. In +3 over here also in Scythia. You do see he actually stayed on 4 cities and he's benefiting from a few more amenities. Not that big of a population number. In the cities of Australia, we do have him on content level 0, not getting any bonuses, but not penalties. No penalties there. It's still helping him keep afloat here. He's gonna need a much bigger navy if he actually wants to push into his opponent with cartography. He's 4 turns away from getting buttress. That kind of means like he's around it's like a 7 turns difference between them right now, ChucK and TaskForceFish. Now we do have a shrine coming out from Locheston. The builder also did get to finish its training, and we're going to need to see what he's going to do with it. I would imagine he's going to want to chop quite a few of these rainforest tiles to get rid of that lack of appeal. You can see the appeal is average 1 because of the rainforest -1. It is what it is. Also, not surprising, since you can spank 4 different Englands with 4 different Frenchies in the Civ6. I mean, yeah, I don't know who's gonna do the spanking over there, Ms. Dola. I don't know, man. Are they doing the spanking, or is the other way happening? I don't know. It seems Civ is way more popular in France. Yes, every Civ with some place to sim, really. Beautiful, yes, that is true. On your casting game, wait a second, you asked me, on your casting games, what is the Civ that builds Ancestral Hall more often than others? More often than others, I would say something like that, or England. Both of them do like Ancestral Hall. In general, naval civilizations will want Ancestral Hall. Or at least the meta right now is pushing them towards Ancestral Hall. Anyway, let's actually take a look if we do have Pantheons here. Still no Pantheon on TaskForceFish or UnderTheGun. Neither of them actually got a Pantheon. They're trying to get that production working. I do have to mention that, of course, the +1 production works in each city of your empire, not just the capital. We do have also Nasus a little bit faster. This is unbelievable. Scythia is faster than UnderTheGun. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. How is he oh my god, the greedy plays here. The extra 2 cities, that's why. The extra 2 cities, like the production he would have used for something else except settlers, is slowing down UnderTheGun and TaskForceFish. Oh, anyway, we do have campus coming up from Johannesburg. This is going to be a +2. Looks like Echo is going to go for another Carthon. I do have to say that even if Phoenicia is going to lose this war, on the west side, he's still going to have the northeast to try to fend off attackers. I gotta say, diggers, man. Like at some point in the game, diggers will come in, and those diggers, they smash tanks. I'm not kidding, bro. The diggers are extremely problematic. They smash tanks. So let's actually take a look over here. We do have the diggers with a few extreme bonuses with the +10 combat strength when fighting on coastal tiles, specially made to go and attack England and Phoenicia, right? They're all on coastal tiles, you can imagine. +5 combat strength with fighting on neutral or foreign territory. So +15 if you get those two combined. Well, look at Johannesburg, Bravo, and Echo. Yeah, it's a meme, not true. Same with France surrenders. Okay. Gandhi made it through yesterday. Gandhi made it through. I think you need to watch that though. Max Nahulbuk, good evening, sir. I understand I wanted to slow down, but pantheons are kind of important. Yeah, I agree. Something like out of the sea over here would have given England more production. It would have definitely been as helpful as that God King card, for example. Would have also given him opportunity to settle these cities in the southeast of Plymouth, benefiting from a lot of resources here. Now we do have him getting his Warlord's Throne in 5 turns, and I do see new traders are coming around. Under the Gun missing his Penbrush and Voice Golden Age, the first one, or a possible free inquiry. Unfortunately, will not have enough of his science or culture to fend off his attackers here. I would imagine CTF is going to start chopping down his galleys, and he's going to get to cartography first. He's going to manage to smash through the English boats very, very quickly. I did also notice in the Great People screen, England is rolling on 5 of these Great Admiral points. CTI is on 3.4, while we do have Australia on 3 and Phoenicia on 6. Now we do need to see who's actually going to get the first admirals here, since Hanno the Navigator has been picked up by Australia. Themistocles has been recruited by Phoenicia. It looks like Hypatia also has been picked up by Australia for the extra science on the libraries, and the instant library that you get is coming closer to Buttress, which is going to reveal for him cartography, making it much easier to get those boats. One of the biggest questions and the biggest issues they're going to have is the goal to get those boats in. They do have a few crap tiles that they could easily scavenge over here, and I do see some maze tiles, but I don't see them. Oh, copper in the capital. Oh, yeah, and some crap tiles is gonna be enough. Yeah, it's fine. And we do see him also focusing his efforts on the west side. By the looks of it, he's getting a few boats with the admirals deployed in the city of Granada. He's also gonna get a campus there. This is gonna be a +3. While that will unlock cartography a little bit faster. Getting lighthouses, Moksha to use in the capital for the faster acquirement of civics is going to be very important to upgrade all of the boats that he's going to get the galleys into caravels with mercenaries card. And as you can see, he's chopping out his territory. He's starting to get this rainforester away. He does need to get this one out, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy to put some theater squares between the Gafferon Plaza and Canberra. They are externally trading. They are. Yeah, ChucK externally traded. And so they're focusing, I would say they're focusing all of their efforts for the caravel timing right now.
Has joined the round table.
Calms, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Good evening. What technology is the Outbacks for Australia? That's a very good question. I totally forgot what it was. Outbacks. Let me see. Outback station is Guilds. You get it at Guilds. Is this a best of 3? Yes, Toxic Brain. This is a best of 3. Fel, yay. Isn't playing. Mick, I'm sorry, sir. No Fel today. No Fel, yay today. How are you doing, sir? Good evening. Bom dia. Let's also take a look if YouTube has asked a question here. No. By the way, if YouTube, feel free to ask your questions over here in the chat. In the tech side, we got ChucK on 510's cartography, while TaskForceFish is discovering his mathematics in 1. Under the Gun also needs mathematics in 2. They do need to go through Buttress if they want to get to cartography. We do have 21 science and 29 culture for TaskForceFish, while Under the Gun is 17 and 14. I gotta say, both SoftStyle and ChucK did actually slow down their expansions. You do see ChucK on 246 cities, but that's one with one city being taken. And we do have, no, it's the same actually with Phoenicia. It's just under the gun that got a bit greedy over here with his settlers. Maybe this also happened because he actually wanted to get to recover from the loss of a Penbrush and Voice or a Free Inquiry Golden Age. We do have him with campuses being deployed between Manchester and London, getting a +2 over here with another +2 over here. He's gonna get more science points padded, but he's so far away he's not even gonna get to the halfway point to ChucK's science. We do have a cartography importance for ChucK. He does have civil service in one. His ally is also gonna get civil service at the same time, and we do have him with a very good economy, I would say. 44 or making 104 gold a turn between them is going to be very good. It's going to give them the opportunity to get this war going with enough carnivals to smash through their opponent lines faster than they can upgrade them. We do have more libraries coming up for ChucK. I do have to say I was expecting him to actually get more of these galleys with the chops, but he did get quite a few builders, and I would imagine units are going to be next. Usually you do want to overbuild, I would say, so you can have some spares if need be on the front line. So I would imagine having them built as quickly as possible is going to be a priority. I'd also notice he's getting some harbor shipping projects, and he definitely wants one of the next admirals. We do have Rajendra Kola as the next one, medieval and renaissance bonuses. CTI is going to have some points, Phoenicia some points, England some points, and Australia some points. I'm pretty sure that Australia is going to get one, but I'm not sure if he's going to get the first one. Buttress in 8 turns. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Like where your opponent is getting cartography in 3, getting Buttress in 8 turns does sound like a death sentence. Not sure if they need more cities for a rush. Yes, sometimes actually getting to settle more cities is slowing you down for a particular timing. If you need to war at like turn 50, turn 60, something like that, getting to settle 7 to 10 cities is gonna slow you down to get to whatever you need. But it will help you go faster the longer the game goes on, and be competitive the longer the game goes on. What's the Buttress Eureka? Classical Wonder. Classical Era Wonder. Yes. Not that easy to get actually, and as you can see, he's not actually building any wonders. He's doing some damage here in Cardiff, or is he just staying? Yeah, he's doing some damage because CTI is getting that city center. Now, is CTI building a navy? He's starting to get some galleys here in Shertomley. He does have builders able to chop. The same can be said about Kuloba. While he's fighting off some English galleys here to the west side, he's going to need to get quite a few boats. I do have to say that England didn't have time to get new boats out, and he's going to get to struggle to get everything done. UnderTheGun is just finishing up his mathematics, and as you can see, 10 turns for Buttress. Oh my god. At least their economy is starting to work well. We do have ChucK here with that 59 science and 46 culture, getting his chops going into his galleys, and he already has quite a few of them in the production queues. I'm actually amazed he's going for a campus here in Launceston instead of going for more galleys. I would imagine a good number would be somewhere between 14 and 20 of these galleys, so you can fight on both fronts. He's probably gonna need to fight Phoenicia on the right side and help out Scythia on the left side. So having boats on the both sides, having enough stock in your boats in pre-builds to keep on upgrading during the warfare and resupply your front line, I think would be would be hitting that number, that magical number, like between 15 and 20. Yeah, UnderTheGun has amazing production, but pre-builds over production. Yes, exactly, right? That's what I'm saying here. Especially with a strong economy and with a lot of gold banked up on them. Not to mention possibilities to get some chops on the crabs, on the copper tiles, on maize tiles, and so on. It's also making, like, look at these cocoa tiles over here. 15 gold in the city of Launceston. Yeah. It is what it is. No religion yet. No religion. He didn't get one. Would be quite funny if he's going for something like Crusade. Wow. Just, you know, getting an apostle next to the city of Chani, talking that city down with the Crusade and then taking it over. It is what it is. That seemed like a bit too much though. And not to mention that UnderTheGun is getting carnivals next game at this pace. Yeah. If he's gonna get them next game. Yeah, I mean, I would I guess there's a big combination of things that did happen over here. First of all, they did meet each other very late in the game. They didn't have the boost for a lot of the technologies. And then the second, I don't think they even met the second continent, right? They didn't see a second continent. Yeah, I don't think they did see a second continent. Like Dido might have seen this one, but I don't think so. I don't think he got this far in the first wave. I don't think he got this far on the west side. He got far in the east side where he was taking Johannesburg, but he didn't. Anyway, unfortunately, the one point miss of a golden age here for UnderTheGun did slow him down. Wow, this is like an apocalypse on them actually not getting the era score. Yes, I would blame it on the Pantheon, I would blame it on the city count, I would blame it on a lot of things, but at the end of the day, sometimes on some maps you just don't get the era score. It happens. Like you could have seen, you could have said that one extra tiki hat would have given him the points. There was no tiki hat. Like he built scouts, he built units, he discovered his territory, he got boats, he just didn't find tiki hats. So yeah, unfortunate in that case. I would actually be curious to see if he would have to play this the same spawn twice. What would he go for to get that golden age? And he should have built a Temenanki 2 in Birmingham. Yeah. I mean, I guess he does want more traders because they're kind of how to say slow on gold. This is slow on gold.
Onim has joined the round table.
Onim, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. He would go for the God King. Yes. And let this distract you from Scythia still being on 4 cities. Have they just ramming galleys into Yes. Yes, they will just be ramming galleys soon. He didn't want to get his science numbers up, and he did actually get a considerable advantage over his opponents. You do see the first caravels are starting to attack the cities of UnderTheGun with oh my god, he's gonna get a caravel fleet here to flex his science advantage against UnderTheGun. UnderTheGun scrambling to get the defense on Plymouth here with multiple galleys. Still on in the training queues, we do have Wolverstone finishing up in 2 turns. And I'm pretty sure Australia is going to start 2-tapping galleys pretty soon here. We do have also Scythia, his next door neighbor, 4 turns out from a cartography with feudalism in 2 turns. That will open up mercenaries for him. ChucK is upgrading boats without mercenaries. Oh my god, look at the pressure they do want to put on their opponents. Keep in mind, UnderTheGun is 6 turns, not for cartography. He's 6 turns from buttress. That's one technology earlier. I would imagine we might see a CC soon here. Okay, big question. Was this game won because of the draft? Was this game won because of the draft? Anything happening in the city-states? Cardiff is being taken over. Buenos is being taken over. So it looks like they do have 2 city-states on their side. It's going to take a while to actually gather more gold and gather more boats. But I'm pretty sure ChucK is going to be quite happy to get a navy on the east side as well. He does have a Diplo quarter coming up from Newcastle, multiple campuses, and a lot of improvements in his territory. I'm pretty sure he's going to pad all of this up with outback stations when he's going to get guilds. Mercenaries coming up in 4 turns here for ChucK, and I do see, of course, his upgrade button is saying 180 gold right now. I'm pretty also certain that TaskForceFish is going to need to get a bigger fleet on the west side. He's starting to get the boats out, the biomes here. He has a few level 1s which will help him get the extra damage against his opponents going. Finishing up campuses, doesn't have really amazing ones, but any campus at this point would work. Get some level 1s or whatever they are. As you can see, this is a 1 adjacency, this is a 3 adjacency. Oh, of course, turned into 6 with the double. We do have another 2 over here turned into 4, and nothing in Echo yet. Now looks like, of course, the Australian caravel fleet is starting to smash one galley every turn, while I'm pretty sure he's going to follow up with an attack. I would imagine he's going to want to go for Manchester. I'm a bit surprised he's actually attacking Plymouth, or at least the direction of these Australian boats is towards Plymouth, because Manchester is just so easy to take with the 3 possible attack points over there. You're going to significantly creeper under the Gun's science output, not to mention the gold output, and the proximity to London is going to allow you to follow up attacks against that capital. No Pantheons, yeah, no Pantheons. This is no hashtag no Pantheon gaming right here. Yeah, they still don't have Pantheons. Yes, yeah. Does he see Manchester? That's a very good question. Let's see. No, I mean, yes and no. He does see this style over here. So I would imagine he knows there's a city there. You can't really have tiles too far away from your lands at this point in the game. This is just supremely, yeah, this is supremely sus, I guess you want to say, with the question marks game from Under the Gun for me right now. Yeah, not wrong. Look how many boats are coming from the south, from Sheffield. Wow, look how many boats they're actually going to wrap around that caravel, try to keep it in. But now you do see ChucK is going to go for the head here. We do have Under the Gun trying to scramble his galleys, send them in the wake of these caravels, level 1 caravels from Australia with the emblem promotion +7 damage on them. Now we do have to see how he's actually going to follow this attack up, or I should say Scythia, how he's going to follow this attack up. We do have on the east side, actually let me see, no, Australia is still not upgrading his boats here. He's still waiting for mercenaries, I would assume, and he's getting some extra scouts out to help him out with the support bonus over here, getting that extra +2 from each unit around. It's amazing. We do have a much bigger fleet coming up from the cities of Phoenicia, while they are also getting the gold in their coffers. Unfortunately, they're not really getting the science quickly enough. Buttress in 110 for TaskForceFish, that will give more time for ChucK to build up boats over here. And I do see he actually stopped at getting 6, and that might 7 actually. He has 7 on the eastern side. That may be a bit too little for what needs to be done here. We're going to see how fast he can follow up with frigates in a 2 versus 2 format. It's not like you can dedicate somebody else to try to go for military engineering, so you can discover Niter. You kind of need to go for it yourself, and I'm pretty sure ChucK is gonna click on that button and try to get to it as quickly as possible. You do need this one, military engineering here, build an aqueduct, and you do need to go through construction, through horseback riding, masonry, and so on. Now we're going to need to see how quickly ChucK can actually discover Niter, so he can follow up with some quadrim pre-builds, which will certainly destroy his opponents. Crispy, noapte bine. Oh, what is this noapte bine? You mean to say noapte bună very soon? Yeah, good night soon, man. Under the Gun and Fish troll this game super hard. I don't know if they troll this game, or I would actually blame it on the civilization choices rather, because Australia being let in, we do usually know what Australia does on these maps, so maybe it was an unforeseen circumstance. I do also want to say we didn't have Australia being picked up first. We actually have Scythia being picked up first. So, yeah. What do you think would have been a better choice in their civilizations from this perspective? What do you think would have been a civilization that would have given them the win from the remaining choices they had? They did ban quite a few civilizations there, including like Indonesia, like Japan was banned. Japan and Indonesia were banned. They couldn't get those. Also, Simone is saying that it's going to be more interesting than I thought. The science difference may come into play. Yes, for sure. It's just England needed to play 4 cities Pingala. Yes, England going for Magnus here, I think slowed down quite a bit. He did manage to plug in Pingala and Birmingham, but he did lose a lot of his fleet doing so, and I'm pretty sure Australian boats are going to keep on smashing around the boats of England. He's also getting into these traders, and this is going to be a bit of an issue if they will get pillaged. Those are 3 traders over here, giving England the extra food, the extra production he needs in the other cities to be much better. A bit unfortunate that, yes, ChucK is focusing on the galleys. He could start to take on cities, even though those are starting to get the ancient walls, and they're gonna be a bit harder to hit. We do have Leif Erikson also as an admiral showing up on the front line for Australia, and to be honest, we should be yeah, there we go. The clock has started for the countdown has started for that World Congress. Okay, more boats, and more boats, quite a few more boats. Okay, and a level 1 caravel fleet. Now this is dangerous. I gotta say, even if England is gonna get his cartography, he might just Yeah, he might just not defend himself against this big amount of units. 3 more caravels are coming from the city and cities, and in 2 turns, Scythia is also going to get to upgrade all of these boats, like another 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Scythian boats will be upgraded on the west side. Now, I would imagine we're going to see a lot more boats also showing up for ChucK on east. I do want to say how he's spreading out his vision here. I do want to point out how important this is. So he gets an idea, information about the battlefield much better than used to. This leads to much better decisions, resupplies and so on, and pathways for your bows to go against your opponent. This is going to be important, how he's going to manage to deal with what he has in front of him. It looks like also he did manage to get a religion, Crabism, going for Zen meditation and stewardship for the extra science on the campuses and some gold on the commercials. White Scythia only on 4 cities by choice. Yes, Monkey Azaru. Yes, by choice. So he can actually get the necessary science, like build up, have enough production instead of putting into settlers, get the campuses going, and get some chops going, get some projects also for admirals. He definitely wanted an admiral, and he got one. He got Rajendra Kola. And as you can see, he's going to require a lot of production to get the galleys out. This is something that didn't really happen here on UnderTheGun. He went wide, and I gotta say he might have actually made a bet that he's not gonna be as close as he is to his opponent, and he wanted to have an advantage later on in the game. Unfortunately, that didn't actually happen, and as you can see, his fleet is getting torn apart over here. Every turn, these boats of England are dying in front of his cities. Now we do have London also losing his last remaining boat here. He's gonna try to get the ancient walls going, and I gotta say Manchester, even if he got the walls up, it's still very exposed to the caravels of Australia, of ChucK. I would imagine with the new caravels coming in, he's going to have enough firepower to keep on chewing the galleys and maybe do some hits and take out these scouts. The scouts are not that important even if they do apply support bonus around them. It is much more important to take out the galley count of his opponent so he doesn't let UnderTheGun upgrade as many as he would. On the right side, we do have ChucK managing to get this 2 versus 1 going. He's going to push into Phoenician territory, and TaskForceFish is going to try to stop him at the canal here to the north of Cardiff. There are a few more canals in the south with 1-tile chokes separating the east and the west of this ocean. We do see more caravels are going in, and the bireams of TaskForceFish are struggling to keep up with the necessary defense. Yeah, we do have cartography in 4 turns for both ChucK and UnderTheGun. As you can see, they are starting to roll in the dough here, and they're trying to get the gold balance up, and looking at their yields per turn, they do have a significant amount, 180 gold per turn. That's pretty good. 178 actually gold per turn. That's pretty good. Not to mention the production is much better. If the game would go on, the setup of both TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun does look much stronger in the long term. The problem is the short term, and that is where Australia shines, getting that caravel timing against his opponents. If he does manage to overwhelm significantly over here UnderTheGun, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time until we're going to see some frigates follow up this attack, probably from Scythia, while Australia is going to focus his efforts on Indonesia. Having a decent amount of production on the fish here is going to give him an advantage, trying to pump out boats from multiple cities. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just remembered he didn't actually build more cities on the south. Oh yeah, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. Oh well, it is what it is. ChucK 2 versus 1 again. I mean, I think ChucK just likes 2 versus 1s. You know, like 1 is too easy. He needs 2 to feel that he's getting challenged, you know. Dr. Stas, good evening, sir, and welcome. How is the Golden Age going? Farshet is asking us. Let's actually put up the points here. We do have UnderTheGun 42-42. That should be his Golden Age, though. Yeah, that is his Golden Age. Nasus is Dark Age, and ChucK looks like he's 6 points out from getting a Golden Age. He should be able to get it, especially since there is a significant amount of time still remaining. 8 more turns. That's an eternity here to get the points. We got Australia spreading his missionaries everywhere. He is about to hit 100 signs, and I would imagine he's gonna keep on getting the culture in the next how to say, in the next Congress also. in the next era. I do see a commercial here from Canberra. He never put a harbor from that city center, didn't have enough population now, or housing I should say. Now he did manage to get that commercial, which is gonna be a splendid one here, a +5 between that city and the government plaza. I would also imagine benefiting from 56 culture will also allow him to get to Merchant Republic quite quickly, so he can discover that press gang scarred. What is this city? Stoke-upon-Trent. Oh, all of their okay, I see, all of their economies being funneled through these cities over here. I would imagine Reina would be quite valuable in the city of Stoke-upon-Trent. Interesting that he didn't get it here, but I guess it's fine. It's cap to cap anyway. Okay, let's see the follow-up attacks. We do already see some smashing of the city of Manchester defenses, and I would imagine he's going to want to wrap around it and keep on attacking, while UnderTheGun is going to struggle to get to cartography. He's going to lose quite a few more boats in this southeast. Yeah, probably another 2 will be smashed right here. Right now. Right here. Right meow. Anyway. Not game defining, but early on will hurt. Take a good city with a shipyard, makes up for it. Yeah, it's a significant impact, but not the end of the war. Wait, how big of an impact is it to not have your captain in a position to produce boats for the war? Nasus only has 2 coastal cities. England has 4. Yeah, it does actually pose a few challenges, but I think you can go around it. You can mitigate the effects you have by changing the build order queue that you're gonna have. So like, you're gonna want to get from your capital something like more science. You're gonna want to get more economy. You're gonna want to do something else that will still help your war effort, but not build boats. It is what it is. Scythia playing tall. Well, I think he's gonna, I guess, yeah. He's focusing this as much as possible. And I gotta say, Scythia is gonna start acquiring some experience from attacking into the boats of England. He's gonna try to plug the choke in the south, where Sheffield was reinforcing this. And I do see Manchester is about to be taken down here. We're gonna probably see a scrambling of UnderTheGun to get his boats up as soon as possible. Do you see another problem? UnderTheGun's culture. He's on 25 culture. Even if they're making 180 gold, that's just 1 caravel upgrade. That's 1 caravel a turn. That's not enough gold to upgrade both TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun at the same time. Of course, they do still have the same options as their opponents. For example, chopping maize tiles or crab tiles or something in copper tiles will give them some extra boosting gold. We're going to need to see if any kind of pillages, although I doubt it, are going to happen here. Now, we do have ChucK managing to do some more damage against the Phoenician bireams. These bireams with a level 1, they do manage to actually keep these Australian boats from the choke point. We do see in the north, Cardiff is also getting some moves here. But the important thing is Australian caravels are getting the promotions. This is the important thing. Where are you? Oh, he didn't manage to get a second admiral? Okay, he didn't. And we do have some boats from SoftStyle actually being deployed to the east side also. I like how they're actually trying to play out on both sides. I don't really like that not keeping the pressure on UnderTheGun, focusing as much as possible on him. So he's not relevant in the next part of the game. Or I might be mistaken here. I gotta say there might be some very big brain math going around, considering already by the damage and the expenditure of how to say units on each side. They are considering they will have enough to take down their opponents. It might be because a lot of the times these very experienced players, they do know exactly when that thin line is of decision making. Exactly, you know, like how many units you need to defend, how many units you need to push through, how many units you will need to upgrade, how much gold you need, how many turns you're going to need to prepare, and so on and so forth. All of those questions a lot of the times are going and being answered automatically in their brain over there. It's just, you know, all of that muscle memory showing up. Hiding Dave, good evening, sir, and welcome. How are you doing, sir, tonight? Also, Toxic Brain, good afternoon. Yeah, we did meet each other. Yes, Toxic Brain. Yes. Manchester is taken. That's the first blood showing up right here to the north, and it looks like UnderTheGun is losing his edge over there in the north for that science. He still has one turn away from cartography, and I do see him building a few warriors. I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised ChucK did not raise that city, but it looks like the rebellion is happening in 10 turns, especially because UnderTheGun is in a normal age. Well, he's not gonna be in a normal age next time around. Now we do have Australian boats managing to do quite a bit of damage against the English ones, and I gotta say that was their economy right there. Right there in the south, the Scythian caravans are getting into the southern cities, and that city of Sheffield needs 5 turns. Even if it's 7 pop, it needs 5 turns to pump out the caravan. That's a bit too much. A bit too much. What do we have here? Stonehenge on Scythia. He's gonna get a legion. Okay, I mean they definitely want Terrasco, right? Let's see, 5 turns until the next era. We do have Stonehenge in Kuloba, and I do see he is not building new settlers here. He got a lot of builders with the feudalism, and we got a GG being called out from UnderTheGun. This is the first matchup over here, the first game out of this best of 3 series, snatched away with a commanding lead by ChucK and SoftStyle. I gotta say, I feel a little bit of competitive play, competitive drama happening around here. TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun will need to figure out how to get back at their opponents and get us to that 3rd game in the next one. Let's actually take a hear what they do have to say when it comes to the post-game chat. Let me see where they are first, and then we're gonna have to ask them questions there. Feel free to just throw your questions in the chat, and we're gonna finish up the poll immediately. Looks like on YouTube, ChucK and SoftStyle were actually favored 55-45. Oh my god, it's the exact spread between YouTube and Twitch. Unbelievable, guys. You're amazing. Unbelievable. Big brain. You know, chat knows, man. Let's actually see where they are in the channel so we can hear them. I do need to switch my settings also so I can hear something. Oh, okay. Wait. I did switch my... Never mind. I did have my settings correct. UnderTheGun and TaskForceFish. Well, GG, well played.
GG.
Thank you.
Oh my god, man. What was that spawn, ChucK? What was that spawn?
Yeah, but it's a karma for the 2 very shit spawn I had on Australia.
yeah. I guess the first ones were a problem.
Yeah, the first one was a problem. But even the second one, I had only jungle on my land.
Yeah, the
kind of
jungle.
shitty.
Yeah, true. I mean, do you think this, would have gone differently if they had different civilizations on their side? Because it did feel like you were so fast on your tempo to get Australia working.
I don't. I think they both went for Amani. No, for Magnus internal. No.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so I think this is maybe the problem because they were so late on statistics.
Yeah,
and,
so
normal age for England, like what's the nail in the coffin for England?
they didn't get the Pantheon. That one,
What?
neither of them got a Pantheon. So it was yeah.
Oh,
maybe we go see them because
Yeah,
they don't
let's
come.
go.
Yeah, I think so.
GG, well played, man. Hard game.
Yeah, I don't know.
GG.
Nothing to do here. Well played. I think. Yeah, I mean, we were debating to ban continents or Terra, and we were also debating to ban Australia. I think both were must bans, and Scythia probably also.
Do you think
But,
if you
well done.
got another Civ as a draft, you would have managed to keep up with the science, or was it something specific that you could have done differently?
I mean, I think this map is tough for us. Both our spawns are not great. Somehow our opponents had huge tempo. I mean, it's also just a draft, of course. Magnus was clearly wrong. Just because we didn't meet them early didn't mean, you know, the map. Like the map is still tiny, and it's still all about Caravel. So surely should be Moksha to Pingala and maybe less cities. But after all, I think I don't know. I mean, for me, Golden is really hard.
Far from golden, or not? Because
18 out of 19, but I think I had like maybe 1 hut in my whole. I don't know how many huts. I betted any huts.
You had no
and there was...
scouts, no scout at all.
Oh, I did.
because you had one wonder north of Phoenicia. I first met like turn 30.
Oh.
And
I mean,
Stubborn
it's pretty
Wonder,
far still from Alpha.
okay, I don't know exactly where, but
Ah, the Taurus.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
have first
Yeah,
met that though, I think. And I met that during the first era.
Okay.
So yeah, like Under did get that point.
I mean, I got my galley, I got my harbor, and I guess we met you also, which is like 5 points. Maybe you guys would have missed golden if we didn't meet first stage.
No, they had way
Oh,
over.
we have golden.
we had
You know
Golden,
Citia and we have a lot of.
Yeah, we
I
also
had,
have Byreem, Cotton, Royal Navy, like
we
Gully.
we have 2 wonder first meet.
Okay,
I see yeah in their continent.
that's pretty good.
where
Yeah,
is the
I
third wonder? I don't remember where is the third wonder.
I don't think I had any +3 campus here. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we have +3 campuses. I do a campus with Citia for the golden.
Yeah, I mean, you played well, like you just
Yep,
played
GG
for the
well
full Caravel timing.
Yeah, we all in. We all in.
That's
The
really well
third
done.
one, the third one that is north of Fish, Torres.
Yeah, that,
Yes,
I found
yes,
that for the
yeah,
for
okay.
the era.
Oh, yes,
for the
it's,
first stage, I did find that in time.
Man, I
Or
hate
for under.
continents and islands.
Third one
Why
is
not?
Kyotai, south of Sicilia.
Yeah.
Didn't find that in time. That was second era that we found that.
Why no Pantheons though?
Yeah, it needed to be Moksha first, I guess, for both of us, not Magnus.
Yeah, no white CS, no
We
pillage,
weren't expecting
and
this
just
map.
urban planning. Like running Faith Cut for 12 turns was not exactly great. For Pantheons, I don't even see what is like super great. So yeah, usually with Moksha you get it, or like right now I'm slowly getting it. But
I think with England having like war and plunder is still okay-ish. Even if
yeah,
you
that's
have no
true.
great
That would be
confidence.
good. That would be
Because
good,
I was
especially in
very
game time.
surprised to have the first harbor. So I could have projected twice to get the first admirals.
Yeah, I didn't have an easy boost on. I mean, didn't really want to go for 2 fishes here because they're not good.
Yeah.
And I also went horses and mining.
Same here. I went horseback and mining before the harbor. That's why I didn't get on time for that.
I mean, we had our harbors. Okay timing. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, you getting fleet and the free caravel is huge.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
But I had Magnus and ChucK twice to get.
Well played.
I was confident when I get the first one, and I saw Anon right behind. I was like, okay, one more chop.
Yeah, I think you just read the objective of the map and the game plan a lot better. Like, I mean, of course, we're aware of the all-in naval, but like when we didn't meet you for like 25 turns, somehow we didn't commit to the classic playstyle of like maybe 4 cities and just full timing, and we went a little too much scaling.
Yeah, on our side, we saw very early that it was S versus West, since SoftStyle spawned in middle of our continent, and he went for West and see the coast, and no one there, so.
Yeah.
We knew it
and
was
ChucK
West.
sees the coast on the north. We meet nobody, so we already know it's East versus West. So
Yeah,
I
good
commit
execution.
I commit a naval with B2 and B3 instantly.
Yeah, also one of my early cities went inland because both of my coastal expands are really low quality, I think. Like both like coastal housing and like barely any tiles. Need to buy a lot of tiles. Just very empty spawn. Even with Builder First, I don't have tempo.
And the East versus West wasn't as clear for us with our spawn because it's kind of like really fractally with mine. You see like how it goes
Yeah.
like
I see.
one tile choke type of thing. So it was weird. Like I thought maybe I would have like Byreem action again, like in the first map. Because that first one I think was a really good. I think we had the game if we were forced to play the first map.
First
Oh,
map
for
was
sure.
Yeah.
In Australia, I was
Second
dead
map
then.
was really
Yeah.
I think second map and third map you guys really have strong advantage and it's hard. And we didn't want this map too. Like our interpretation of the rule set was that we would ban one by one until one map remains, but the team that doesn't have first pick gets to choose like between 2 maps. But instead it was the host gets not only host advantage, but they got the first pick on the map, and they get to choose the map from like 5 maps, so it's 6 maps.
Yeah, agree.
It's
And you have
crazy
the-
advantage. Like,
And you have the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
pick and last picks. Yeah.
like what? How is that designed fairly? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we could
ask,
have known as well.
ask Colo. You know, it's the rule since the beginning, since he created the CivFR event. He never changed the rule.
Yeah, it's true. It's on the website. Yeah. I like the
Yeah,
Scythia pick as well. I mean, of course, we know about Scythia, but yeah, it's just
Uh,
super good because if it spawns close to you, you're really screwed as a naval Civ. Like you're in trouble. If it spawns on naval, you also have your combat bonus.
Yeah, I like CTI in naval map. It's
Yeah,
so good to play.
really good first pick.
It's just really tricky on this map, right? Because there's still like, if we don't ban Maya, like there is a world where like Maya's and Scythia's
Maya
spawn.
matters. No,
I
I
don't
think Maya
know.
doesn't matter.
It could be huge, right? Like
Well, the
with
fifth when we were
PSP.
arguing, and I was like, "Let's ban Australia. I don't like to play against that kind of cheese."
Yes.
And Fish was
This
like
is
Maya, and
the
we're like back
argument
and
we had. It was the discussion was that like what was more powerful, and I don't know, like Australia does have these crazy high rolls, so
In the
mean,
end, I
we
would
should
prefer to
show.
just play Terra and just go like Macedon or whatever, and over this. Did you have like how did you get 17-17 stats by like turn 20 or something? What happened on your game, ChucK?
I went for builder first, and I had 2 cattle and 1 horse on my
Mhm.
capital. So
Yeah,
I went
nice.
for the pantheon of pastures.
Okay, you
and,
went Faith card for 12 turns?
No, I met Granada.
Yeah,
So
EPH.
I pillaged
Okay.
the improvement of Granada. And
Yeah,
I
that's
went
really
for two campuses and Moksha.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, just open
mean,
campus. Yeah, that's...
You had a holy side too. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on with the holy side? We're a bit
Because
surprised.
I had a shit campus on my third city.
Mhm.
So I wanted to discount a holy site, so I could discount harbors next.
Wow.
And
yeah,
holy
well
site
played.
is still okay because I can get amenity and science later in the game.
I think it's really good.
Ah, yeah, really
So-
strong.
Cool play.
Yep.
Okay.
But
I guess
yeah,
we'll...
my campuses were not great, but I had at least +3.
So-
But my tempo went from pastures and horses and cattle. It's
The
biggest
culture, yeah.
point on Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, biggest point on Australia
Mhm.
to have a crazy early game.
Also, you never have housing problems because you get +3 housing on
Yeah.
the coast. Yeah, the Civ is just perfect. We should have
Yeah.
reconsidered.
Yeah, we should have.
It's very very good, especially in 2v2 format.
Yeah, it's the perfect.
But I
pick.
think your draft is kind of okay against that. But you just need to play for card timing too.
Yeah.
And have
Yeah, we didn't. I
more
think
stats,
maybe this map is
I mean, with
I
my
don't know,
spawn, it's
possible.
really hard to play for cargo
Yeah.
timing because
It's
I have
hard.
like 3 coastal cities, no coastal reef or better campus, and as I said, my 2 coastal expands are slow. I don't know, like I kind of have to put 1 city inland and then I lose a lot of tempo. I don't know. Of course, I can do a better job than this, but this is kind of the risky approach. If we get away with it, we maybe win in the long run. Whereas,
yeah, and maybe this is why I don't think 2 coastal civs is not great on the draft, because
Mhm.
if you go one inland sea like Scythia, or maybe France or Mapuche can do maybe not as good as Scythia, but kind of okay if you have to go naval. But like that,
Mhm.
you can commit the goal early on only one civ to make sure this civ is going to have a good carvel timing. I don't know how
Yeah.
to explain, but not
yeah, no, it's a
spread
solid
the
strategy.
resources.
You
Yeah.
focus on one player, you use
Because
funnel.
on our early game, we committed like all our resources to my tempo because I had to be very very effective on caravel timing.
Yeah,
Well played. Yeah, perfect.
it was very well executed for sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we're still alive though. It's a BO3.
It's a
Yeah.
BF3, yeah.
Next time you will choose the map, first pick, last pick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How much time do you have to play this series? Is next week also?
yeah. I,
I
think
think yes.
the
Okay.
2 remaining game if we have to play 3 game before last weekend. Next
Yeah, we
weekend.
need to
Before
finish
next
at the
week,
same
okay.
time as winner bracket, because they
Yeah.
don't finish already. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're already like late, but I guess with just
Yeah,
the
it's-
whole tournament just finishes late.
yeah.
And there is not much team left, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
okay.
just 4 teams, right?
Yeah, only 40.
Well, we'll live to fight another day. Hopefully next game is a little longer. This one
Yes.
a
Yes.
bit
Yeah.
disappointing. 50 turns.
Continents and Islands action. What can I say?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we kind of felt the game was lost from turn whatever 28 or so. And I guess 31 when it was normal age.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like as soon as we
pretty
met you
horrible.
guys, to be honest, like we have an impression of how our game's going, and then we meet you guys, and we're automatically like, this game is pretty good.
That 30 science over there when you have
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, ChucK, you should know, but you know, as CTI, Builder First, the Kurgan, Free Pantheon, it's the same. You have a
Yeah.
good tempo in early.
It's
And
huge.
I
You
know
both did builder first because there's no scouts and nothing, right?
Yeah.
You're just on.
Yeah, but we
both
see
one
that we have
Same
code,
content,
master. Yeah, each other
Mhm.
together. So we decide to do not a scout.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Both Civ have amazing bonus for builder first. I'm generally a huge fan of getting tempo, and you showed.
And
How
to
But
be honest,
in
I
the other
know-
map, I do double scout because you know we are not on the same
I
continent.
know, I
Yeah.
know very well your feelings because earlier in the week we had a squadron game and we had a kind of naval map and we had Portugal without Golden Age next to Japan like with plus 32 campus.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we look at Singala 3.
yeah, it's over like turn 30. Okay, GG go next.
Rough game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Azagi with something like 80 science, turn 35.
Whoa, he just opened Pingala 3, yeah?
He had a free campus and yeah, he went for maybe not Pingala first, but at least Moksha, then Pingala, then crazy card
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, it had to be Moksha Pingala here on my spawn, and probably also on the fish spawn.
I think even if you have a very good campus, opening with Pingala 3 is not efficient. Because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need,
no,
you need alliance, you need mercenary, and this
Cultures,
kind of,
very
Culture is
important.
so important. Yeah, Moksha
Yeah, I mean,
first, I think.
mercenaries is just double the amount of upgrades. And
Moksha into Bengala. I go like projects early. I could go straight to Harbor. I deny at least one of those. Probably two. I should be able to as Dido. I should be able to take those first.
Yeah,
two
usually we
add
should be
ons.
better
So
on
I
Admirals,
don't know.
but we got outplayed as well there.
There
Like,
was
you just
a-
chopped the
yeah.
project.
yeah,
I wonder-
chops ready.
I wonder if I can make golden, like,
With
I mean,
Pantheon,
probably
you
there's a
have
way like
the-
I can do Stonehenge or something crazy, but...
with Pantheon, I think you have golden now.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that.
Yeah,
Moksha
that's true.
first. Moksha first would have changed the
That's
game.
it. One
Yeah.
That's true,
decision
that's
and
true.
we're doomed.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I still think we're in a losing spot, but maybe we
Yeah.
fight a lot longer and it's a bit closer.
Yeah, I think your spot is not really good.
I
Having,
mean, okay, I
having
think we can
Phoenicia
play better.
in inland sea.
Because there's also like the frigates follow up. Like, okay, so under holds ChucK's initial push in this world where we go caravels first. So there's caravels on each side, but then you guys can 2v1 under
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like frigates from SoftStyle. So like that's really tough, right? With the
And
plus
it's
5
Scythian,
Scythia.
Scythian frigates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really tough. Like, and I can pressure ChucK on the other side, so I guess it comes down to how many pre-builds ChucK does, but versus how
You
many
both
we do.
went for pen and brushes.
Well, no, well not
I
under.
mean, I would go for Penum.
But we, yeah,
yeah. Sorry.
too soon.
Too soon.
all good. I'm just happy this is BO3. Maybe we can find our way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna appreciate having just like full creative control over the next game. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be more.
Just
less
so silly.
one-sided. It's
Yeah.
never fun to be one-sided. Even if you win, I think it's not.
Yeah, I
fun, it's
agree. I
not,
mean, this was sadly like the only game that was so fast. Like all the games were like turn 120, 125, like this kind of gameplay.
I mean, I was setting up my like okay, and builders. Because
Yeah,
we had some prep talk about like I'm gonna set up a better scaling, but this map is like completely opposite.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
Okay. Well, we gotta schedule next game in the DMs. Yeah, gotta work on that.
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
will,
probably. It might be me that holds us up. I'll try my best. Just a few things this week
It's
keeping
okay,
me.
it's okay.
But yeah, I'll do my best.
Okay.
Michael, I just
Yes.
loaded the game on their side, and where is the last city states?
Last city state or Wonder?
We have Bandar.
State.
If you saw Bandar,
Yeah,
So it's
so
Bandar in the
Valletta,
south.
Bandar,
Yes.
I killed Johannesburg.
Oh, Johannesburg. You don't
Cardiff.
see Johannesburg.
Et Grenade.
Oh
we kill
yeah,
Grenade.
Granada. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Grenada. We kill Grenada.
When was Granada? Give me a second.
Check.
It's, on my,
Oh, ChucK.
I captured it.
Just now.
You take it. You took that one.
And
Yeah.
you guys had Buenos, which is also really good. Probably
They
gives you a
even
bunch
have-
of.
They
Yeah,
even
but
had
when
the
you
Great
Buenos-
Barrier Reef, but they never saw it. They never saw it until they put the cities already there.
With Buenos, I had minus amenity like earlier in the game. I didn't understand why.
What?
It's it's so funny because he was not he was at 0. I have 5 activity in.
Because I was working only
Every
one fish, one cattle, I think, and I don't know. Never mind. Do I have 2 amenity for one fish and one crab? Or
Yeah.
is it only one since it's the same improvement?
No.
I
mean,
think you
since
should
your
have
bonus just
4
doesn't have,
different
like,
for
luck-
both. Like
Yeah.
you should have 4 each.
Okay, but
I mean, the way it reads should be that way, but we're not
At,
sure. it works.
look at I stream.
Would it be the first time that there's a description in Civ that doesn't make sense?
Fish count as 1 and
okay.
look at the.
Crab. Wait.
I mean, this is just typical. This is just what it shows on every CS, no? For the resources that they have. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just regular,
Buenos?
like.
Yeah. That's
I
that's
think,
his fish.
yeah, sorry, it's in French. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
It's for ChucK. Sorry.
Okay. No, I mean, we just check.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
sorry.
translation. Can
Yeah.
you imagine
Your resource,
writing different descriptions for each?
Your Luxus, resource work. Give one activity. So I guess it's work for fish and.
Yeah. So what do you have? You have
Yeah.
a cattle, crab, fish. That's 3. That's like 3 luxuries.
Yes.
Super
Yeah.
good.
All I had.
You have the
There's
rice
wheat.
too.
There's wheat,
yeah.
maybe. There's rice, maybe.
Stone.
Yeah.
Holy shit! This is like Zanzibar on steroids.
Yes.
yeah. Buenos is very good. I think
The Buenos is very good. Is a very good city style.
it's estimated. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, GG. Well,
Yep.
Good
GG,
night.
well played.
Yes.
Have a good
Good
night. Have a
night.
good
See you next
Saturday. Bye bye.
bye bye.
Bye bye.
GG.
Oh, there we have it. We heard from both teams. ChucK did explain to us what did happen over there, how did they see their gameplay. We did have also TaskForceFish and UnderTheGun explaining what did happen and how they did get bamboozled over here by their opponents. They did get to make a Pikachu face at 1025 when they saw their opponents are actually getting bigger stats. We do need to see when the second game is going to be followed up with. We did hear that they do need to finish this best of 3 series until the next weekend, so that's until Friday. We're going to follow these games up. I'm going to try to pay as much attention as possible to those channels and try to get these games going. I gotta say, tomorrow we're also going to have a pretty good game from the CPL Premier League, if I remember correctly. If I take a look over here in my thing, up there we do have a COC versus HOH on Sunday tomorrow, 1900 GMT. That's going to be a big one. Change of circumstance versus Holiday or Highlands tomorrow evening. Thank you so much for everything. I do want to say much appreciated for the follows, for the support of your stream, for the support of the stream, and for the support that you are showing me over here. It is very, very, very appreciated. I hope I'm also up there giving what I can over here for the streams. I also want to say, if you want to take a look at my schedule, it's quite easy to take a look at Discord. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat of Twitch, or take a look at the video description down below. I'm sorry I cannot get the chapters. I'm gonna keep on saying this. I'm sorry I cannot get the chapters until the video is finished processing on YouTube, which takes quite a bit of time, and I can't stay awake for that long. I'm sorry, it happens like quite a few hours after I need to go to sleep. I do get them the other day, in the next day, like in the next hours, or even immediately after I wake up. I do get those details over there for the video. I also want to say and don't forget to follow the channel and of course subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one, and in the meantime, have some fun with some Civilization 6 gaming. Bye.